What's going on Twitch? What's going on YouTube? Good afternoon, everybody. TGIF. Little mic check 1 2. Can you guys hear me all right? Gonna get started in 2 minutes. How's the music level, guys? Is it too loud or are we good? Trying to hit that sweet spot with the vibes. All right, let's send it, shall we? Let's see here. There we are. There we are. Hey, welcome back to the stream, guys. Happy Friday to you. Oh no! All right. Good start. Good start. Elon X coming out of the woodwork. What up, Sokins? Chadley Hank in the house. Denakina. Oh man, so many OGs in the house already, man. Isaac Miles, how we doing, brother? Tuska. Chat starting off strong today. Lots of emotes. Yeah, welcome back, guys. We'll be leveling our Warlock today. Talking TBC, talking life. Talking Frontier, Vanilla. Late start for me today, just busy. I almost streamed earlier. I got really close to pulling the trigger and pressing go live, and then I had to take care of some stuff, so it's the way she goes. Life always throwing curveballs, but we're online now. We're locked in for probably the next 4 hours or so. How you doing, Max Cash? Go broski, happy Friday. Yeah, TGIF to everybody. We made it through another week, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys got going on tonight or this weekend? As for myself, I'm not sure yet. I had pickleball planned for tonight. Like I had a 4-5 plus like duper recorded mixer, but it got canceled. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with myself tonight. What's up, Ryken? How's it going, brother? This is not hardcore. No, we're playing on over on Night Slayer North America. This is our main, most likely. And we're getting ready for TBC. Human Warlock, baby. Ultra hardcore leveling is on the agenda. I heard about that, Denakina. Someone sent me a video explaining it. But what are the main differences, Dena, with ultra hardcore? These people made a new add-on that's apparently even more hardcore than the hardcore add-on. I heard about it, but I don't quite understand it. I remember when Cargos wouldn't even consider human female. I know, dude. I know, right? Uh-oh. Double whelp. What's next? A female Tauren? Maybe, dude. Maybe, man. I'm divorced in my 30s now. Like, maybe it's time to try. Just to try things out. Maybe a femtor is just what the doctor needed right now. Maybe we gotta go femtor. Maybe we gotta go femtor druid. What's up, Palinator? Good to see you, man. Miska's good to see you, man. Idamari68, appreciate the message, bro. First time in the chat, welcome. You don't see your character HP or that of your enemies. Visual indicator has your field of vision minimizing until death. Oh, it's one of those type of things. Yeah. I know those type of challenges. A few people in the hardcore community back in the day did that. And they actually intentionally made the screen really dark and stuff. Love the streams, man. Glad to have you back. It's good to be back, brother. I appreciate you guys keeping me company. I'm stoked for TBC. Stoked for Frontier. Hey, what's up, Rafflington? Good to see you, man. Rafflington. I remember when Calamity did one that was like that in first person. Yeah. Calamity. I haven't heard that name in a minute. Calamity. Calamity. Man, oh man. With the screen blacked out except for a tiny field of vision circle. The Queen of HC. The Queen of HC. Oh man, you guys don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. How you doing, Surreal Hand? Welcome. Did you say divorced? Yeah. I'm in the process of, we're going through it right now. Me and the wife are splitting up. Unlucky. But I'm hanging in there, man. Alright, we need 3 Gore Tusk Snouts. Still have a lot of stuff to do in Red Ridge. At 23, we can probably start going to Wetlands soon, too. It's all good, man. It's the way she goes, Miskas. It's the way she goes. It's the way the cookie crumbles. WoW is the best cure? For sure. WoW is... When you're going through it, WoW is just what the doctor ordered. So... Let me check in with YouTube. Oh. Where's it go? How we doing, YouTube? Red Roche in the house. JR in the house. We got ML Wiz in the house. Human female is Biss, and I'm tired of pretending it isn't. The absolute units on that model. I mean, we talked about it a bit last night. Like, damn, guys. Like, that's a deep V right there. Like... I've never seen this model before, or this item before. Buccaneer's Robe of the Whales. You know, you usually put this on your goofy human male and think nothing of it, right? Probably just looks like a robe. On BT2, it looks like a straight up outfit, man. Pleated skirt, deep V on the blouse. What's up, Junas Vibe? How you doing, man? First time in the chat. This is a Night Slayer, NA. Night Slayer. I'm shocked they didn't replace that V with a basket of fruit. Yeah. I remember the basket of fruit arc. Oh, God. I'm trying. What did they replace with a basket of fruit again? What was it? Was it like a... It was like a picture of someone in lingerie or something. I'm trying to remember what it actually was. Female painting, but was it actually like risque? Like what was it again? Paintings everywhere. Not at all. It was a bikini thing. It was just like deep V's. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, dude, it's so funny when we look back on Classic, all the stuff they've done. All the weird things, man. They took out Slash Spit. Is that might still be out of the game. We'll try to spit on someone. The basket of fruit, the incubus. The incubus is like one they just slid in there and like no one really said anything. Everyone was too stun locked to say anything. And I'm not even worried about the politics of it or whatever. The model just looks weird in vanilla, dude. Like, it looks like a TBC model. Like, it actually looks very jarring to me. You know what I mean? It's like... No more slash spit. They took it out at some point. No more slash spit. Watch me become a Draenei Paladin even though human is better. The animations on female caster, though, are so good. Okay, we need more Gore Tusk snouts. What else can we do? Battle-worn axes. Yeah, let's go do the... Oh, belly grub. We need belly grub, too. We'll just go kill belly grub real quick. Should probably ding 24 and then go do the Colonel Keyshawn one. Question. Female Draenei heal animation is Biss. Oh, shit. I need to sit up. Yeah, the tattoo's feeling pretty good today. My nipple is a little sore because it got pretty close to the nip, and when I like walk around, you know, and the fabric rubs up against it, like it kind of hurts a little bit, but it's not bad at all. Like I was outside playing pickleball already today in the sun and stuff, and it was fine. But yeah, guys, if you want to talk about TBC, if you have any questions about TBC Arena or 2s or 3s, mainly 2s though, I'm mainly like a 2s guy. I really enjoy that bracket. But if you want to talk about plans for TBC, like what you guys are doing to prepare for Burning Crusade, yeah, feel free like to get some discussion going, man. Ask me anything. I'm an open book. I will be playing in Frontier 2. With Ampi and the boys. I'm excited for that. June 19th, that starts. Also, they're doing a Frontier Leveling Cup to build hype for the whole project on the 14th. And they're giving away cash prizes. They're giving away loot prio for Frontier. And I'm gonna be casting that with Ampi. So that'll be cool. Edging TBC for the next 6 months, Sag. Hey, dude, it's kind of fun to edge. Sometimes it's kind of fun to just edge a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it's the hype before something comes out is just as juicy as the fruit itself. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we have to wait for TBC. Boo-hoo. But we still get to play vanilla WoW, the best game of all time, up until that point, right? You know, I was talking about on stream yesterday. Like, this might be the last time we're like really excited for something classic related. Classic Plus is a possibility, but you know, even moving into second coming of Wrath Classic, I don't know if people are going to be that excited for that. Female Draenei Priest Healer is Chef's Kiss. Female Draenei Priest Healer. Honestly, time around in TBC, pure chill rating with the boys and some good old 2v2 arena for fun. Yeah. What are some fun 2s comps? Thinking about what to level right now. I love that question. Fun 2s comps. So many, man. Warrior Druid. A classic. A classic. Just good teamwork, good mobility, good synergy, like moving around, peeling each other. Druid is mobile, Warrior is mobile, wearing people down, attritioning out the teams. Is a classic, right? Rogue Mage, you guys all know about that, right? Rogue Mage, of course, like high finesse, high damage, high control, blast cannons. The comp lives and dies on like the opener, and it's very delicate but very powerful. I love playing Roguelock personally. That was the comp I played in TBC Classic, and I enjoyed that. Probably not as well-rounded as a comp as Rogue Mage, but double DPS is a lot of fun. As far as other fun ones, like pure fun, I think double Rogue seems really fun, and Feral Rogue as well, and both really good as well. Feral Rogue and double Rogue. Let me think. He's a prof.
Hello.
Shaman Warrior seems pretty fun. That's pretty zug zug.
Hey there.
Run in there with Wind Fury, Bloodlust, try to kill someone real fast. Yo, Graze with the massive raid, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? Graze has been blessing me up so much recently, man. I love you, Graze. Yo, if you're here, if you're here with me right now, guys, rocking with me, yo, throw a heart in the chat for Graze for days. That's my little bro right there. I love Graze, man. Graze is a monster. Honestly,
help you find something?
Most criminally underrated streamer. Criminal. It's actually criminal. It should be a felony if you don't watch Graze stream. Like, I don't know. I could have sworn that guy would already have been like a massive streamer at this point.
Light bless you.
The consistency, the mentality. We do kind of grief ourselves though, right, Grace? Like, we self-sabotage ourselves. I'm the same as you with that. But man, thank you for all the years of content, Grace. Even when I haven't been playing WoW, and I take these long breaks, I will still watch your stream, man. I'd still be interested in what you're doing. Whoa! Alright, PvP alert, guys. We got a hunter. We got a hunter. Level 19. He might be baiting me to my death. He's got NG goggles, he's got enchants. He probably has move speed on boots, right? Doesn't have cheated yet, though. I'm gonna get this agony off on him, dude. I'm cutting the corners. Okay, there he is. Now he's fighting. We're just gonna go for the drain knife. We're not gonna be able to get this spear off. Oh, whoa, I just tapped for no reason. We have a good amount of points in Felconk, like the drain life thing. So we just spam this on him. This guy's pretty tanky though, bro. This guy Twink, dude. He's so tanky. That guy's actually a Twink. He's a level 19 Twink. I know how the damage is supposed to, I mean, what those health totals are like at 19. That was hella tanky. Like, that guy's a 19 Twink for sure. He's probably got like 100 health to chest and all that stuff, bro. But yeah, one of the things when you're playing Warlock in this game, just as a piece of advice for you, just general piece of advice, don't get baited. Don't get baited by fear. Like, your class is just so broken in PvP that you don't need to fear anybody to win any 1v1. All you have to do, really, is just commit to the drain lifeline. Just spam drain life in the face of whoever you're fighting against, and they will wither away and die. Like, just take the CS, take the kick to the face, take it early, ideally, and just continue to spam drain life. Don't waste your time fake casting, trying to get fears off. Like, if you can do it, sure. But you just have so much gas in the tank on Warlock that you really don't even... You don't need to do much. Just get your dots up there and just spam drain life and you win. I swear to God, you win every single 1v1. It's only when you, like, overthink it, right, that it starts becoming a little bit monka. Rice, was that you, Rice Deck? Hold on. Pork chop. No. Nexus. I think that was a 19 Twink though. Thanks again for the raid though, Gray. I appreciate it, man. Hope you had a good stream. How did the dungeon go, man? Is that hardcore, that boomkin you're leveling, or is that normal? What up, Crizzo? Long time no see. How you doing, brother? Raider from Grace for Days. Oh, this is bad. Wait. Actually, we're fine. Getting aggro those other guys. Don't panic. Don't freak out. Apply triple dots. Remain calm. We have rank 2 drain life now. And 4 points Felconk. So we're pretty tanky right now. Pretty tanky. K goes as Master Lock. It is. I have a very love-hate relationship with Warlock, as you guys may know. I shit on Warlock super hard. I always talk about how bad the Warlock life is. But, if I'm being completely honest, it is my best class. And for the first time in a long time, it's actually feeling fun again. First time in a very long time. The first time probably since TBC, man. What's up, Christian? Azure Mist? Ride the wave. Aren't you OP with Hunter? Yeah, no, I am. I'm pretty good with Hunter, actually. But I don't know, like, I played a lot of Warlock too, though. Like, PvP, I guess. PvP, I feel like I'm the best on Warlock. PvE is maybe different. But I have hella hours on Warlock PvP, dude. Like, we won a bunch of duel tournaments back during Summer 2019 Classic. We played hundreds of hours on Henhouse and everything before Classic even came out. I really feel like I understand, like, all the matchups. Like, pretty much everything vanilla Warlock PvP. Wish pre-patch TBC was in my veins already. Yeah, patience, brother. It'll be here before we know it. Let's just enjoy the remaining runway of vanilla. How you doing, Frost Delicious? Good to see you, brother. Pet classes for the win. Could you break down 1v1 Lock versus Hunter if you played it yourself? Yeah, I totally can. You can ask me any single 1v1 for Warlock. Like, I'll tell you everything, the whole script. Like, so Warlock versus Hunter. If it's SL, the Hunter is doomed. It's pretty much unlosable for the Warlock. I truly mean that too. I'm not trying to be like facetious. Like, the Warlock is so heavily favored that it is comical, straight up comical. Because I've been on the Hunter side of it before, right? Hunter playing well, you have like all the NG gadgets, gizmos, good gear, playing everything well, big burst, everything, right? You get your whole combo off on the Warlock. Warlock is like sitting there in like dungeon blues. If they're SL, all they have to do is just triple dot you, death coil you, it's already over. It's already over. You wither away and die. Like, if they get full value from the healing on their death coil, triple dot you, Hellstone, health potion. You just frankly don't even come close to trading effectively with them. If they're like SM Ruin, or like some kind of like affliction build, it's obviously way better. But you're still just gonna lose. It's miserable for the Hunter. The Hunter can't win. The only shot you have really is, you know, maybe you get him in a rocket helm or something. They don't have the best gear. You open up with your full burst co on them. You just tempo everything, where you go like, you open like aim shot, auto, multi, into like nade, into feign, into like, the second they triple dot you and coil you, the momentum completely shifts and you're gonna lose. So yeah, it's a miserable matchup for Hunter. Warlock versus Priest is an interesting one, though. Yeah, Warlock versus Priest. Warlock is actually favored. So Warlock versus Shadow Priest. Not many people know that. People think Shadow Priest is the king of 1v1. Shadow Priest is very good in 1v1. Don't get me wrong. Very good. But Warlock counters them. Counters them super hard. And it's mainly because of Spellstone. It's mainly because of Spellstone, to be honest. You basically have Cloak of Shadows, and you can take off their long silence plus their full dot row. You just pretty much wait while you're playing Warlock until the Priest commits and puts all their dots up, because it takes them a while for them to get their dots up. It's not like Warlock. Like, they have to like cast some stuff and do some stuff, and they hit you with that big blanket silence. You spellstone it all off. You're making sure you're hitting Shadow Word, the thing that absorbs a bunch of shadow damage. And basically, what you do versus them is you mana drain them. You don't try to kill them. You don't try to kill them with dots. Actually, a lot of your win conditions as Warlock is mana drain. You just sit there, just drain, 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 drain. And you them, and you trade better than they trade against you. Yo, though grain BR war main today? Probably not today because I'm already set up with the stream with this. Maybe like a night stream war main. Oh yeah, I'd have to set up the war main client on the stream, make sure it looks good and all that. Soon we're gonna do it though. Yeah. This is actually a pretty tough quest to be doing at this level. Frontier gonna be hype, bro. Yeah, Frontier. Frontier hype, Frontier hype. That's gonna aggro. Good to see you back, Cargos. Greetings from Finland. Good to see you, Zernies. Good to have you here, brother. Yeah. Yeah, so that's Warlock Priest. It's mana drain. And the Priest is trying to... The Priest is trying to mana drain you, too. I don't think they're trying to kill you. That's the thing, like... You both put a bunch of trash buffs up. Warlock has more trash buffs than Priest. Underwater breathing, detect lesser invisibility. And the Priest is trying to dispel all this stuff off you. You're trying to dispel stuff off the Priest. And honestly, the most success you have versus Priest is hard committing to mana drain. Even if it's like a Disc Priest or something. It's way better than going to try to kill them with straight up damage. It doesn't really work. Because they have a lot of absorb, man. Oh, we just aggroed a lot of mobs. Oh my god, dude, that's crazy. This is actually like gonna be a challenge to even clear all this, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna big potion. It's gonna be a challenge, brother. Everything dotted up. We do have void sack still. I'm gonna fear juggle like everything. This guy's running back now. Fear this guy. We have 2 casters aggroed. Yeah, this might be a runaway angle. This might be death. Let's see. Not get dazed. 9%. We're probably dead here, right? Oh, yeah. Someone... Oh, we might got saved, bro. There's some people there. Oh, huge. Got saved. Oh, yeah. It's crazy how far everything aggroes. How far they all social aggro with each other. Yo, Rice Tech, my man, with the tier 1. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Blessing me up with some gold and the sub, too. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks a lot, man. Oh, that's gonna pull that, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Mage vs Warlock, I want to hear that. Oh, yeah. Mage vs Warlock. I got you. Can you talk about the Infernal Rock Pet from the cinema? Are they OP and classic? Yeah, absolutely, man. Ask me all the Warlock questions in the world. Anything you want to... Yes, I love it, dude. Look at all these questions. I gotta get through all of them. Okay. Let me start. Yo, Rob Chu with the tier 1. Thank you so much. 3 months of support coming out of Rob Chu. The tier 1s mean the absolute world. They support me in the biggest way possible. Thank you so much, Rob. I appreciate you, bro. Okay, let's see. Let me go through all these questions right now. Okay, Mage versus Warlock. What do you guys think? Mage or Warlock is favored in that? Answer is Warlock. Warlock is heavily favored. The Warlock is heavily favored. You have to fumble the bag pretty hard to lose versus Mage. You know, So if I was dueling a mage right now and they're standing away from me, like actually the most success a mage is going to have against you is not really going to be casting stuff. It's going to be getting up in your face and cleaving you down with your pet as they just spam a bunch of instant cast type stuff, right? In my mind, it's a mana drain line. You're not trying to kill them again with this is counterintuitive. Like dueling is different from like open world PvP, right? But if you're actually in like a proper controlled dueling setting, if you're fighting a class that has blue bar, if they're a mana user, more often than not, your line of play is going to be around wearing them down, making them lose all their resources, and draining their mana. You want to feign aggression as the Warlock. You want to apply your dots and make it look like you're trying to kill them. But in reality, you're just trying to wear them down and get them to overinvest their resources, right? So Mage goes really fast in Classic, man. Really fast. So that's the name of the game. You're trying to dispel their barriers. You're trying to create distance. You're trying to stall the game out. You're trying to run from them as much as possible because the mage is on a clock to kill you, right? They have very limited resources. You are an endless fountain of resources. You have chip damage with your pet. Your pet is going to get closer and closer, dispelling all their trash buffs and stuff to being able to get off their barrier. The pet can take off novas from you. You can devour your own magic. So all you really have to do, make sure you get your curses up. Using tongues versus agony, I actually would probably use agony over tongues, to be honest. Because what can they really cast on you that's going to be scary? Like honestly, just put agony on them for some chip damage. Like even if they polymorph you, you can take it off with your pet, right? Like, and if they cast stuff, you have your Fell Hunter, right? So like you are able to lock them out. And if you really want to tempo like crazy cooldowns, you just Fell Dom, make another pet. So you can blanket silence someone, Fell Dom, make a new Fell Hunter, blanket silence them again. So if you really want to be sweaty and use big cooldowns, you can like triple dot, right? Blanket silence into coil, into make new Fell Hunter, blanket silence again, and right there's 9 seconds where they can't play their character. And it's crazy. Like Warlock is just insane. So mate, I don't know if that answers your question. Warlock is really favored versus Mage. The only time you're gonna lose for a Mage is like I said, a lot of Warlocks, they get fixated on trying to fear their opponents, right? Don't even worry about fear. Like it's hard to get casts off in general. It's basically like you just trade way better than everyone. So what's the point of trying to CC them? Anyway, mages can decurse. That's not a problem. Yeah, I mean, true. If you can get them to stall out on globals, like if you put tongues on them and that's making them dispel and use globals to decurse, that's a good thing. You want to stall the mage out like crazy. So like if you first global put tongues on a mage and they're using that global back to decurse, but your pet is attacking them, you have a corruption ticking, right? Like this is good. This is good. And you can switch it up, your strategy a little bit, like each time you duel. Let me see. Okay, worst matchup for Locke, Warrior, right? How do you beat Warrior in your face? Warrior is absolutely brain dead easy. It's unlosable. Even if they have good gear, you just have to know what to do. Frenia with the tier 1. I appreciate that so much, Frenia. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the support, guys. The vibes are immaculate today. Almost 300 people here on Twitch. The big raid from Grace for Days. Let me answer some more questions. How do you counter poly? You just dispel it off yourself, right? So like you have Devour Magic, you have a little macro / target card goes X. As soon as you get hit by the poly, you just press it right away. You make sure you have Devour going. You make sure, you know, you're not mid-global with the pet, because if they're using Tainted Blood can take a global from the pet. You just make sure you have it right there. I have it on F, right? As soon as I get poly, bop, you just take it off. Yo, Warhounds 99, more subs. Yo, you love to see that so much, man. The subs, they keep me going, guys. They keep me energized. They keep me motivated. Excited to make content for you guys. Appreciate it very much, guys. Yeah, keep asking the questions. Keep love the questions so much. Infernal. Yeah, we're gonna answer the Infernal question. So, what do you guys think? Let me ask you, for like the non-Warlock players, is Infernal a meme? Let me ask you guys. Do you think Infernal has a place in PvP? Is it good? Is it unironically good? It's actually really good. Yeah, it's kind of a meme, but it's actually really good. Because there's, for griefing, not even for griefing, like, it does a lot of damage, and it has a big AoE stun. So, like, if you're in a big world PvP battle or something, or, like, if you're in an AV or something like that, you can drop an Infernal down, and it, like, AoE stuns everything. And it actually does a lot of damage. Oh my god, dude, what is this respawn, dude? Oh my, dude, what is this place? Bro, this place is broken. Dude, this place is actually broken. What are they all respawning like that for? All at once? Bro, get out of here. That is wild. That is wild. Like 5 things respawn at the same time. Yeah, I'm cooked. What is that respawn, dude? That was not like an organic, non-GMO respawn. Maybe. Wow, dude, hold up. Somehow we survived. New layer? My god. I kind of do vaguely remember that, though, that this whole area, it's like it's kind of like a script that resets. Like everything respawns together, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't follow like normal respawn rules. Thinking of it. But yeah, Infernal is really good. Like you should be using it off cooldown. Yeah. You should be using it off cooldown. I ripped here on a priest in HC, Sag. Hey, good to see you, Ashley. Absolute GMO respawn. Yeah, this place is sketch. But yeah, Infernal is actually good. I've made the point before that every single Warlock ability is actually useful in a way. Every single one, even like the Succubus random abilities, Imp random abilities. There is an unironic use case for pretty much every ability in this game for every class, right? Like I would challenge you guys in the chat to think of abilities that are truly useless in any sort of min-max setting or environment. Like they're all somehow, some way, unironically useful in some way. You know, so that's one thing that I really like about the class. Slam, Slam actually has a place. Like it's a little bit niche, but I think it's like basically with Horde Warriors and Wind Fury and basically using two-handers and like some early like. You're right though, it is one of the most useless ones. But there's like a Slam Fury build with like two-hander Wind Fury that people do. Curse of Weakness. Curse of Weakness is good. It's good. It's like it's okay. It's useful for just like tagging stuff, swapping from. Oh my god, dude! I'm getting monster mashed right now. Oh my god, dude! Why is this place so scary? So scary, dude! Insane. I need a ding already. I need to hit 24. Close. I'm actually kind of blanking. There are some uses for Curse of Weakness. I mean, it's a non-damaging curse, right? But there are other non-damaging curses as well. So like if you want to swap like oh wow, yo, thank you, dude. Zelch, big Zelch coming through with the dono, man. Let's see this guy, level 60 Night Elf Warrior. Oh, he's got more. My god, thanks, dude. Appreciate it, dude. Deathbringer, Doom's Edge. Sheesh. Oh yeah, Mask of the Unforgiven, Drake Talon Pauldrons, got some good BWL gear, 3-piece PvP set, and a Savory Deviant Delight for good measure. Oh, 7, brother. And just hearts out.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate you, Zelch. What a Giga Chad. Look like you had Don Julio's and stuff. Alright. Is that Edgies? He probably had Edgies as a Night Elf, yeah. Bro, come to Turtle WoW, you're gonna love it. Yeah, I've never tried Turtle WoW. I probably would like it. I Probably would like it. Let me look at some more questions though. Oh my gosh. I swear they buffed this place. Either that or I'm washed. Like everything is like chain pulling with each other. Holy. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, another one, dude. What is going on with Ice? Did they buff this place, boys? Like, did they actually buff this place? I swear they did. I swear they buffed this place. Is this part of the anniversary, guys? Did they buff Render's Rock in anniversary? I can take one more hit. Holy smokes. Yo, is this pre-nerf Render's Rock? Voidwalker about to die. Gotta sack it. Jesus. You're too low for it? Yeah. Is there a use case for Eyes of the Beast on Hunter? Oh, yeah, dude. No, Eyes of the Beast is actually super useful. Oh, please don't aggro everything. Okay. Yeah, Eyes of the Beast is super useful. I mean, World PvP, you can use it to, like, go find people in weird spots. Sometimes you're ganking people and they're trying to hide from you. You Eyes of the Beast, you go in, you basically scout around an area, and then you can despawn your pet at any time. It's actually an incredibly useful ability, right? For ganking lobbies, for finding people. You can go stealth with a cat and like just explore around. And like if you're far enough away from your character, you can cancel Eyes of the Beast, walk in the other direction, and it'll despawn. It's also good for like pulls. You know, if you're in a dungeon or you're some kind of setting where you want to pull a bunch of mobs in a certain way, you can go, sprint on your pet, gather all the mobs up in the way you want, and then despawn it. Like, just even for like tribute runs for everything. A lot of these hunter farms, like you use your pet to set up the pull, right? So it's Eyes of the Beast, Eagle Eye, even these abilities that were maybe initially designed to be like more RP type abilities. I don't know what Blizzard's initial design intention were. End up being incredibly useful, and they play right into the flavor of the class. Yeah. I watched you use Eye of the Beast to kill a priest in South Shore's Horde. I remember on DD. Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah. 97.4%. We really need this level right now. I swear they buffed this place. I swear they did. When we ding 24, we can equip some of this gear the guy gave us too. All right, let me look at some more questions. I see a lot of people use that on BWL and Ebon Rock. Yeah, to pull stuff. Cargos, did you see the Classic Plus questionnaire going around? Guzu covered it earlier. No, I didn't. Could you link it? I could look at it. C-Dank spammed Slam and cleared all dungeons solo up to Mara. That was his strategy, to spam Slam. Wait. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I'm hoping Arena gets a glow up this TBC. Never tried, but disc free sounds fun. Yeah. Yeah, same. I hope they can make some good changes to TBC to increase the participation. Dual spec should help a lot. Oh yeah, how do you beat geared Fury Warriors? You can't fear as a lock that chunk hard. Okay, so all you need to do versus a warrior is this, right? And it's easier as SL. Like, it's possible if you're like SM Ruin or something, a warrior charges you, has full rage, gets the jump on you, you just get two-shotted with like a Hodge proc or something. It's possible, but honestly, like, you just have to not be scared of the warrior. As soon as they charge into you, right? You dot them. You just man up in their face. You don't try to run, and you spam drain life in their face over and over again. And ideally, you get them to pummel you early. And it's going to get scary, and it might get you a little bit low because, like, you're locked out of shadow now. They're blasting you in the head, right? But you can survive through that, right? You have Hellstone. If you're going to use a potion, right? Obviously, Lip is the anti-warrior. Like, if you really want to try hard, as soon as they charge into you before they get any rage, you just lip and it's just the freest win of your life. Like, that's the case with like, warrior versus anything. Versus any caster. If you just insta-lip, the warrior is so sad. It like ruins their class. Warrior is just like trash if you just lip immediately. They get no rage. They can't do anything. You know when you're lipped? Wait, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If you lip, they can't pummel you, right? You can free cast in their face because pummel is physical. So you can just free cast in their face and just murder them outright. You know, Ellie shamans do it all the time, right? Warrior charges in, lip first before even any global happens, and they just do their wombo combo and one shot them. Like, so, but even without lip, like even just with like major healing potion, if that's what you want to do, right? And that's the potion cooldown you want to use, right? Warrior charges in, triple dot them. I wouldn't worry about getting an immolate up. Maybe off the back end of a coil you could do it, right? So warrior charges in right now. I go agony, corruption. They're probably chunking me down a little bit, right? I coil off that, making I get full healing value off the coil. While they're coiled, instead of running or doing some weird shit, cast immolate in their face, right? And then just go immediately into drain life. Then as soon as they pummel you on drain life, you can do a couple things. You can continue to wand them in the head. You could try to spam searing pain in their face, right? There's a few, there's some options. But if you just man up on the warrior, you will outtrade them. They're very delicate. Warriors are very, very delicate. Void Sack, yeah, Void Sack is good too. But if you're SL, like you do it as like the last resort, right? Like you do it at the very end, the Void Sack. Because the second you, ooh, nice little tactical thing there. Pummel is physical. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about Warrior, like, I'm sure most of you guys have played Warrior in vanilla and ranked to some extent. It is a really powerful class, right? Like, because most people aren't PvPers. Most people aren't in PvP spec. Most people aren't like ready, willing, and able and locked in, ready to fight you. And when you're just jumping people in BGs or whatever, you can straight up go on these like monstrous killing frenzies where you're just destroying everybody. But if you're actually like properly 1v1ing versus someone who's like trying and just like has a decent understanding of the game, like you pretty much lose every single 1v1. You know, I know they did CDL and they had kind of like a custom rule set on that. And I think that there's this one guy, not Zico, his name was like, he played Warrior in CDL. Started with the Z. Like, they kind of did okay. But, I mean, that's kind of one of the bummers about vanilla. And it takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the dueling tournament, is it really pretty much always ends up being Warlock and Rogue. Just in the finals, and it's just, it gets a little stale, you know what I mean? Z-Tox, yeah. Z-Tox. The questionnaire is super interesting if true. Hold on. Let me see. This is the Classic Plus questionnaire. Let me see. Let me see.
Survey apparently, which is
6 hours ago.
Obviously, because we don't have a BlizzCon this year, but next year, 2026, there's a BlizzCon coming.
We'll just go audio with it.
That I've heard from everybody is that they're going to be announcing, obviously, Classic Plus.
Can you guys hear it okay?
And something similar to that, right? So they released this survey. Been seeing some talk about Classic Plus, but no one seems to have posted this survey they did about that. Huge list of possible features they were talking about here. So we'd like to ask you what kinds of features you'd like to see in a hypothetical version of Classic World of Warcraft. We're testing multiple concept ideas that have come from many different places, including from prior survey feedback like yours. Not all of the ideas you see are actually under consideration at this time, but your feedback on them helps us understand what gamers like you would like to see from World of Warcraft Classic. And sometimes, even more importantly, what you would like to see. Almost that's more important, honestly, what they would like to see. We ask that you keep everything on this survey confidential, so we can continue to ask players. Yeah, Yeah, so we're gonna continue as gamers experience. Yeah, it's very confidential, by the way. That's absolutely fantastic. Alright, let's take a look at this together, chat. Just keep it between us, okay? So, feature playable shamans on the Alliance side.
Oh
The
god, hold on.
introduction of
Okay, playable shamans on the Alliance side. Okay, this is just like one thing making me feel like Classic Plus is just TBC, but okay, let's keep going.
Shaman class to the Alliance. I feel like whenever you talk about class,
Let me just get my thoughts on this though. Just in a vacuum, that change in a vanilla environment. Shamans for the Alliance. To me, it's actually bad. And I know, I feel like you guys can see this coming from a mile away. But it's bad, dude. It's bad. Like, Alliance and Horde are different mainly because of the existence of shamans and paladins. Like, it actually adds so much flavor to the game that Alliance have paladins and Horde have shamans. Like, the playstyle in PvE is affected, the playstyle in PvP is affected, and somehow it's kind of like balanced in like a good way as it stands right now, with Alliance having paladins and Horde having shamans. Like, Alliance are more defensive, Horde are more offensive in like PvP, right? Alliance kind of like generally like more consistent and better performing and parsing and all that in PvE, but Horde have like a higher like, you know, potential, like Zug potential, you know. It just makes me think, like, what are the upsides of having Shaman and Alliance? It's just gonna, like, homogenize it a bit more. I don't know what it would really do, but I'm just thinking about just that change in a vacuum to vanilla, like, and I'm gonna try to have an open mind with this. I'm not gonna try to be, like, too pessimistic of all these changes. It's just, it's not the first time I've heard that, right? We've talked about that for years, that idea.
Greetings. Go with honor.
But I don't like it for whatever it's worth. Let's keep going.
like it's like a thing that a lot of people like disagree on. Me personally, I'm towards the idea that like you shouldn't, because I kind of like that there's a little bit of a difference between Horde and Alliance, and there's like good and bad things about choosing them, right? And then you kind of like pick your poison in a way. Would it kind of ruin? Well, there's a little freaking flying thing in here. I think I got it. Would it be like a deal?
Don't you think the racials alone are enough to differentiate between the two factions? No. I mean, I see your point, but no. I think like, I don't know, dude.
What can I do?
I just don't think so. Like the paladins and shamans, they like define the Horde and Alliance. It's bigger than that. It's even like just the color palette of their skills. It's just. It's gonna feel alien, like in a bad way, if you see a Horde paladin in a vanilla environment. Like, I mean, that does exist, but that's just TBC, man. Like, it's just TBC, and that's its own thing. Anyway.
No, not really. It wouldn't. I wouldn't be super bothered for it. But I think I like that each faction is unique, so I would lean towards no. Collections, an UI-based storage system for pets, mounts, and toys to free up inventory space. Personally, I'm not a big fan of this. Generally speaking, I think it's, I don't know, it's
Collections, they're just talking. That's just an interface thing, though, right? They're just talking about having like an interface for your mounts and toys and collectibles. Oh, that doesn't bother me at all. That's whatever. It has nothing to do with the spirit of vanilla. I mean, like, I'm not like a purist like that, dude. Like, that's fine.
like having your pets and your mounts. It's not like a super big like deal to me. Yo, it's awesome, Amagosh. What's up, bro? It's good. Yeah, it's like, I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's cool, but if you have a little tab where you can go for your pets and your mounts and stuff like that, it would be okay. I wouldn't be a super.
You know what bothers me though, dude? You know what kind of bothers me? This is the survey that they're sending to people, and the two top questions, one is about a UI thing with collections, and the other one, like, these are the top questions on the survey, and the other one is talking about adding shamans and paladins to both factions. Like, I'm just reading between the lines here. Like, there's like a disconnect, bro. Like, what are these people smoking? Like, where's like the important stuff? Like, with regard to like the 14 system or like the PvP system, or like, I don't know, like just the phase timings or something. I don't know. Like, I just don't know why like collectibles are like at the top of the list in terms of asking their player base for feedback.
I wouldn't be really. Honestly, I'm a little bit indifferent. I'm a little bit indifferent. If they added, would I use it? Yeah, I mean, of course. If they didn't add it and they just kept it like in your bags, would that be fine too? Yeah, would be fine too. Not really.
Let's see if we can do this.
I wouldn't really be super against it.
Oh man, I'm not
think
sure
one
if
of
we
the
can do
classic
this.
experience is the bag
Let's see.
sorting. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, account-wide collections, making all pets, mounts, and toys available on all characters. I don't like this personally. I quite like.
Make mounts, pets, and everything available. Oh, this guy gave me minor speed increase on the boots. I love you, dude. That guy is an insanely good human being. He gave me minor speed on boots. Oh, my guardian angel. I'll never forget your act of kindness. Thank you. Wait. Account, why? That's... Account-wide mounts and collectibles? Does anybody... Like, why are they even asking these questions, bro? Like, these are the questions they're asking on the Classic Plus survey. Is that just me? This is, like, not even low-hanging fruit. This is not even fruit. They're asking us about vegetables, bro. This is, like, some retail Volpera shit, like...
Vanilla WoW, that like whatever you collect on your character is like what you have on your character.
Like, who cares,
you get
bro?
Scarab Lord. It's kind of weird seeing someone with Scarab Lord on like the whole account, and they, you know, like when you get Scarab Lord, you get
like,
it on that.
Who
character.
cares?
That's the Scarab Lord.
Oh yeah, I get like Furlbog medicine. I get my Furlbog like RP trinket on my alts.
I do not like this personally. 1v1 duel arenas, the ability to go into a special dueling arena for 1v1 contests.
Okay, there you go.
Viewable by spectators.
There you go. You see, there you go. That's a question. Yeah, like arenas. Let's make use of the ZG Gurubashi arena. Whoa, this guy died, bro. I thought you guys said he was strong. I don't know if I've ever seen this guy die. He got killed by an imp. I swear, dude, they buffed Render's Rock. This is pre-nerf Render's Rock, dude. This is not normal Render's Rock. This place is built different right now. Feels like they kind of don't get it. We don't want random retail quality of life features. We want fresh, completed take on classic. Yeah, like we like it. We want like ambitious, hard-hitting questions that are gonna extrapolate on the sandbox, make the sandbox feel bigger. You know, set the stage so that players have more emergent gameplay. You know. They're taking 2 out of 4 of the first questions they asked us were with regard to collectibles, account-wide collectibles. Like, hello?
I love duels. I love 1v1s. I used to play on a server called Henhouse, which was a private server made specifically for like arenas, like vanilla WoW arenas actually, and PvP and duels. Fucking loved it.
Wait, Vanilla WoW arenas? That wasn't a thing on Henhouse, was it? They didn't have arenas on Henhouse, did they? Did I miss that? I don't remember that. They had duels.
It is one of my favorite things in vanilla. Why not just duels then? Because duels, you don't get the resets of your cooldown, and then you gotta do a duel. Oh, let me wait for prep. Oh, let me wait for, you know, let me wait for ice block. Let me wait for this.
That was one of the best things about Henhouse, is that your cooldowns would just reset right after every duel, so you could get a lot of reps with everything, with your whole class suite of buttons.
Oh, your cooldowns, you send it, right? I really like this personally. I think it's cool. New player character models. No, I don't think this belongs in Classic, personally. I kind of like the models as they are. I think they have the charm, and I think they look like they should. I think the old models, for me, is vanilla. That's it, okay? In-game events. Small events that offer different small quests and casual gameplay around the world. These would release between large updates. Huge yes for this. For me.
Hold up, wait. Bro, what the fuck, guys? Like, I'm looking at the video, you can't see it. Like, the next question is about pet battles. Yo, talk me off the ledge. Like, what are these people smoking, bro? What kind of crack are they smoking? Like, shouldn't they be asking about, like adding new stuff to vendors? Like, let's take the professions and, like, would you guys like it if we took some of the stuff that's, like, not so good in professions and buffed them a little bit, or added more, like, unique recipes and stuff to the professions and balance out the professions a little more? Or maybe it's stuff related to PvP, rehauling the 14 system. Maybe it's, like, adding seasonality to the zones. Maybe it's adding, like, new player character models, pet battles, collections, shamans on the Alliance and paladins on the Horde. Guys, talk me off the ledge, bro. I'm about to jump off the ledge right now, dude. I'm about to jump. Sounds like you need to keep reading. Is this just page 1, maybe? Maybe it's just page 1. Maybe it's just page 1. Okay, thank you. Maybe there's another page. I'm just looking at this little thing he's looking at, right? It's like a column, and that's like 5 out of the 8 questions are about, like, collections and pet battles. Okay, 2 or 3. Okay, all right. Let me just keep reading.
I think this would be really fun if done correctly. I like the thing that they did with, like, the Ashenvale stuff, where there was, like, a big event in Ashenvale, you know, to a certain degree as well. For the event as well. Like, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. Incursions, let's not talk about those. Let's not talk about that. But yeah, it'd be cool. Pet battles, I am gonna battle your pet, okay? No, you're not doing any pet battles. No pet battles. If you wanna go pet Pokemon, install Pokemon. It bothers me. It bothers me. No. Yeah, but it bothers me.
I have, like, a grimace on my face as I listen to this.
It bothers me. I don't like it personally. No pet battles, but I like.
Game sound too loud? Okay.
New concepts, new zone things, new
Give me a
stuff
second.
in the world. Huge yes, amazing. Pet battles. Oh, that's why you said it. That's the next one. Pet battles. Collect pets from the game world and have them compete head to head in other pet battles. I don't know. Listen, guys. Would it ruin the game for me if they added it? No. Would I like it if they added? No. I don't. No. I'm not a big fan, personally. Okay. Quagon says more.
I'm sorry, my face is all fucked up. I can't help it. It's just this is just naturally. It's naturally scrunching. Like, he's talking about pet battles in Classic Plus, and I just can't. It's.
Ability to make more usable gear for yourself.
Yo, Crizzo, thank you very much for that tier 1 sub, bro. That's cheering me up. It's putting the smile back on my face. Thank you, brother.
As you level and be able to craft it at level appropriate trade skill levels. This could be good if done well. This could.
Well, and this was like a substantial one. Leveling profession improvements. Ability to make more usable gear for yourself as you level and be able to craft it at level appropriate trade skill levels. I mean, that's fine. It's still, though, like, it's a disconnect. There's a disconnect here. Like, they're talking about making gear. Like, they should just be talking about general profession improvements and tweaks to make, like, items and stuff like that more useful. It's not even so much about the gear. It's about, like, maybe making some of the trinkets or gadgets or gizmos more useful, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, just the fact that they mentioned specifically gear, like armor. Like, do you want to craft armor that's better? I don't know. Like, it's just, maybe I'm like overanalyzing this, but, like, it's just the verbiage, like the way they're wording it. Like, we're looking for general profession tweaks that are going to make the profession meta more interesting and dynamic and more, like, balance to it in a way, right? Get in there, add some more, like, interesting recipes, or you know, buff some of the items that are a little bit, like, weak or not used normally, so that they're a little more competitive at different level brackets, or something.
It's weird because I don't really know what this entails. If it would mean, like, a more in-depth profession system and, like, more things to add to the profession system, yeah, it could be cool.
You're saying it's just a survey, it's not the actual patch notes. I agree, but all I'm saying is, like, when you read this, right? Does this pass the initial vibe check as a classic WoW gamer from summer 2019? Summer who was here for the whole shebang, right? We were here for the entirety of it. Like, you remember our culture, our heritage, from private servers to fighting for legacy servers, from the Mark Kern petition to the No Changes crowd to like revering vanilla and holding certain tenets like sacred in terms of game design and philosophy. Like, if you're that gamer, does this survey pass the vibe check? No, not initially. I mean, we're still going with it. You said there's a couple pages of it, but like they're hitting me 5 out of 8 of the first things they're asking me on this survey is about pet battles and collections and like buffing like armor. Anyway, let's keep going.
It's a hesitant yes, I think. You know, because there are some professions that are like kind of selfless professions where you can't really do much for yourself, and it would be cool to have those professions be a little bit more that way as well, but it's a yes. Yeah, I guess would be cool. Yeah, ish, yeah. New class abilities and spells, brand new class abilities and/or unique to this version of Classic. Yes, to a certain degree. I don't think they should go in the.
Wait. Brand new class abilities and/or spells unique to this version of Classic. I guess it's fine. Like in a Classic Plus, they're gonna come up with some new abilities to maybe round out some of the classes and you know, I'd rather them just tweak certain things though, just to create a little more balance. Because I have a feeling they're gonna put in just like some TBC, some Wrath, some Legion. They're not really gonna come up with new unique like spells and stuff. They're gonna just take some stuff from the newer versions of the game and put it in. And kind of like lazily just add it to vanilla, and this is gonna like Frankenstein out real quick. You know what I mean? Like, I would have a lot more open mind to this stuff if we had a version of 112 that was actually like preserved, that we could play at any given time, but we don't. And then now Classic Plus is coming.
Of Sod, where it's like a buttload of new spells and like tons of shit, like amazing, like so much stuff. But if there's a few new things that they add, and I must emphasize few, I think this could be kind of cool, but it really depends.
Like the type of things that I would potentially want in a Classic Plus. It just depends how you define Classic Plus. Like, when you guys think Classic Plus, how do you define it? Do you want vanilla with sprinkles? Like, do you want the ultimate version of vanilla with some sprinkles? Like, or are you looking for WoW 2? Are you looking for, like, it just depends what you're trying to do with it, right? My understanding with Classic Plus is they're focusing on vanilla. They want to make vanilla better and improve it and iterate it. And, like, basically make the sandbox feel bigger, make the game feel bigger, but it still feels like home, no? Like, is it supposed to feel like home or no? Because if it's supposed to feel like home, and it's supposed to make sense to you, and it's still supposed to have, like, some of the core vanilla, like, you know, like, the classes are supposed to feel somewhat, like, familiar and stuff. Death is supposed to feel like home? Because this is a slippery slope to it not feeling like home, dude. Well, let me ask you something. Does Sod feel like home to you guys? For those, because a lot of you guys enjoyed Sod, you know? You did, like... I think some people enjoyed it, but it wasn't home, like... Classic Plus, I feel like it's supposed to feel like home, but it's supposed to be like they improved your house, they renovated your house.
It's a snowball effect. It is a very snowball effect. I am personally not a huge fan of all the Wrath and Kata abilities that we got added to Sod. I think Sod as a whole was a success, but I think they went too extreme with customizing all the classes to an extreme. Maybe like fiddling a little bit with the talent system, maybe making a few of the specs more viable in some way, but don't make it extreme, right? If they add a few things here and there, sure. But not apart from that. Just bring more RTS spells here and there, yeah, a little bit, because the power creep was too crazy in Sod. So yeah, yes, but
I've got zero expectations. Not gonna let myself be let down by Classic Plus.
But if they added 5 more talent points, that would actually change.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Even if you were a betting person, right? Like, what's better, guys? Them just re-releasing vanilla TBC and Wrath as they were, true to their original historically significant and revered patches, like patch notes, like final form vanilla, final form TBC, final form Wrath, preserved. Everyone's got their opinion on Classic Plus. Don't touch it. It's literally like ancient history. It's like the Old Testament, bro. Just leave it alone. Keep the trilogy intact. Run it back. Add era servers. Like, that's, in my mind, way more surefire of a good time and actually true to being like part of Classic's like original mission statement and all that. It's like everything they're doing is getting Frankensteined. Anniversary is like kind of a light Frankenstein. Like Sod, big Frankenstein. Psalm, they already like did some stuff, but Psalm to me actually was like pretty good. Like
King's Honor, friend.
I don't know, like I'm just worried, man. Like I'm just worried that they just come out with Classic Plus and some people enjoy it just because some people are gonna enjoy anything, but I just like have no desire to play it, right? I'd rather just like play 112.
A lot if you added 5 more talent points. I don't know how.
What's
they
up,
would
Grace?
do
You
it.
still
Maybe
hanging
they
out?
would have to, I don't know if they should add more talent points. I don't know if they should add some stuff to the talent trees. Maybe they should change a few.
TBC is Classic Plus. Thoughts on this statement? TBC is Classic Plus. How is it not Classic Plus? Everything that people always talk about Classic Plus. How is it not? I could think of some ways it's not actually, but there's a real good argument that it kind of is, right? Frankenstein with some nice tits though. Yo, Warhound gifting a sub to Grays. Yo, thank you, Warhounds. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. It's so easy for me to like just slip into straight up like doomer mode when I listen to stuff like this. I don't know why. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I kind of can't help myself. I don't know why, dude. I don't know why I'm such a Blizzard like doomer. You know, like I am grateful for Classic and stuff. I guess I just feel frustrated that it's like people just like forgot why we did all this. And it doesn't make sense with how things were originally.
Few spells to some classes. I don't know. Perhaps, right? Yeah. Even adding, dude, yeah, even adding 1 talent point would fucking change a lot, actually, because it would give you a whole row of like a new thing you could click. Pretty nuts. Toggleable old or modern 3s could work. I just don't think they should add.
And the thing is, too, bro, like, wouldn't you rather be good? Like, if you view your skill set, like parsing, all this, whatever you want to call it, arena, everything, like, wouldn't you rather be good at like an established meta that has history and will that meta will stand the test of time because it is what it is. That was the Burning Crusade for real. That was the real Burning Crusade meta. That was the real game. If they make all these changes, right, and you're playing some Frankenstein patch that they came up with, and you become super nasty at SOD, like, do people care? Like, if you're some elite SOD gamer right now, you're rank 1 SOD parse extraordinaire. You got every rank 1 in SOD. You're a certified Dora the Explorer. You discovered everything in SOD. Do people like care? Is that like a valuable thing? Like, God. Oh God, there's 2 of them. Oh God, bro. This is not looking good. Looking grim. I'll like retreat back into this way. Like go for a bandy. Ishan's doing well though, thankfully. Do people care in Classic era? They do though. I think they do. I think they do care because it's like that's official. 112 is official. That's a real patch. That's a real skill set. That's a real valuable knowledge base. There will always be a desire to play and understand the meta that is 112. There will always be a desire and demand to play and be good at patch 243, the Burning Crusade. And the same thing for Wrath of the Lich King. That's real. That's a real thing. That was a real patch. That was final form, Wrath of the Lich King. Whatever they come up with for this Classic Plus, if it's some like crazy weirdo Frankenstein thing, like I'd say people don't care in any version of WoW. I guess that's the thing, because like I like feeling like a student of the game, right? You know that expression? Like I like feeling invested in the version of the game I'm playing enough that I want to become better at it. I want to become more knowledgeable, learn the meta, learn the classes, learn all of it, right? It's the same reason why like I'm excited to jump back into TBC and TBC Arena, because I want to be a student of the game with TBC and learn that meta more and more, become better at it and be able to explain it and appreciate it and understand it. Why can't this be real? I mean this is where it's highly possible that I'm just a boomer and I'm doomed to the context of my time. But like it would feel kind of fake to my mind if they come up with some shooting from the hip like Frankenstein patch that's just a function of a Classic Plus server that they sent to a bunch of email addresses and they added in like and they just like freestyle added TBC and Wrath and Legion abilities into vanilla. Like and it's called patch 4.1.7. Like it doesn't hit the same for me. Let's keep going though.
Maybe, okay, I might just be an old, angry person, Eric, but I don't think they should add it. It was a nutrient. It looks evil, because it is.
What is your ideal Classic Plus? I like that question. Ideal Classic Plus, like I would have to sit down, pen to paper with a whiteboard in a room with like Ompi, Bobka, Grays, all my like trusted people that I love in this game and I really respect their opinions, and sit there and mastermind with them for like 6 hours and then present something to the community. And I promise you it'd be better than this. I promise you. I promise you. I'm not a game design expert, didn't go to school for it, but I promise you it'd be better than like pet battles and collections and all this type of stuff, you know? Like,
Need help?
Next page. Wow, this is a lot more than I thought. Holy shit. Honor rewards redesign. Move honor rewards away from the original WoW model and towards more seasonal.
I promise you we wouldn't have pet battles in the conversation. After our 6 hours mastermind session, we wouldn't like launch to the community and say, guys, we have a very important announcement. We're going to talk about the future of Classic Plus. We want to present to the community, in our humblest opinion, our sincerest recommendations for the best game of all time created by human beings. A game that means a lot to us, guys. We need to address the elephant in the room here. The elephant in the room here, guys, with the question we've been asking since day one, since 2004, since Mark Kern rode through the lands like Paul Revere asking for this for legacy servers. The question on everyone's minds: pet battles in vanilla. Guys, we need to make it happen. We need to make it happen. My disgusting oozling, I need it to fight like a Tamagotchi.
Where new honor rewards are added to coincide with new PvE raid tier updates. I don't know, it's a bit of a slippery slope as well. It's like, it depends on how they want to do the content. If they do like a Classic Plus, right? Will it be will it be the same similar fashion to SOD?
Okay, we have to not let this guy die.
Crazy. I don't know. I think that
Oh,
they
I'm
should
scared.
more so add the add new zones, add new dungeons, and then work from there. It could be interesting if they reworked it, yes. But it highly depends on how they would do it.
We have to not let Corporal Keyshawn die, guys.
I'm doing great, kind of trader. I would get anyone. Oh, I see the next one. So like this one is a bit. Yeah, it could work depending on how they do the rest of the content. Wow, token. A secure
Wait, what?
and convenient way for players to exchange gold for game time or battle.net balance. I like how they put it in like the most positive way possible. Yeah.
Wait, what? Hold up.
People like, oh guys, this is a good thing.
Hold up. Snaphole, thank you very much for the tier 1 again. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm in a weird, like, kind of grumpy mindset right now. Odzar, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Much love to you guys. Thank you for the support, for supporting me. Thank you so much, guys. Hold up. I gotta keep Keyshawn alive. Hold on. Is it bad, guys, that my initial, like, opinion, though? Like, I'm actually not even that mad about WoW Token. Like, hold on. You guys have to make me mad about WoW Token. Like, what would make me mad more than WoW Token is, like, I'm telling you, bro, like, it would actually upset me more if they added in a bunch of weird Frankenstein abilities into the game that didn't make it feel like vanilla at all. Like, it would actually upset me more if, like, they added, like, Legion abilities to vanilla than even WoW Token. Because if WoW Token's in the game, like, it's still gonna feel like vanilla, kind of, right? Like, people have always bought gold and stuff since the beginning of time. People have always like bought carries, gold, all that. Money has always played a role in WoW. Always has, always will. So it's just like it's taking the form of another vehicle. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, do I want it in the game? No, but it actually does bother me less than them Frankensteining the classes, Frankensteining the talents. Like, but you know, if you disagree, it's all good. Just like tell me your opinion. You know, enough people buy gold anyway. Would rather have it baked into the game. Let's just keep listening though.
It is like a nice and easy, convenient way to exchange currency in the game.
Bro, what bothers you more to my true 112 purist enjoyers? Them adding shamans to Alliance and paladins to Horde or WoW token? It's WoW, it's the shamans and paladins, right? I swear. Bro, like the WoW token already exists in the game. It already exists. Like you can just get your Visa card and go buy gold right now. And you'll have it in like 10 minutes. Like that already, like that's already a thing. Yo, Kalina gifting a tier 1 sub to Romanda. Thank you so much, Kalina. I appreciate it so much. WoW token makes you feel stupid farming gold, but I guess that's already a thing with people buying gold. But then you can get banned. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Pet battles bother me more. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This disconnect from the like, hold on, something happened, dude. Like for a little while there, like I feel like Agrend was steering the ship. And Agrend, I've talked to that guy a lot, right? Agrend does like understand vanilla. Like he does understand why we like vanilla. He's played it a lot. I don't think he really played private servers, but like I talked with him enough to understand that like he does get it. Like he's not disconnected. He's not like a retail dev that was put on Classic. Like he does have some wacky opinions and wacky like ideas because he's kind of a little bit eccentric of a dude, you know what I mean? And he likes to shoot a shot and take risks and stuff like that. But I feel like when I was talking to him a lot, like the classic team was feeling it was feeling not like this. Like
Guys,
they kind of knew what they were talking about.
No, I don't think they should add WoW token. Okay, like, I mean, I don't know. At that point, just unban GDKPs. Okay, like just fucking remove. Like, just make GDKPs legal again if you want to go down that route. Okay. Ultimately, it is what it is. I'm not a big fan of WoW token. WoW token has a space, I feel like, in retail at this point. I suppose it's become kind of like a big part of it, but I don't think it fits in Classic. Class talent adjustments. Streamlining and improving class talent trees to make weaker specializations and classes more viable.
Bro, those are fighting words, bro. Those are fighting words. Okay, I understand what they're saying. They just tossed out the improving word so casually. I get it that they're trying to, oh man, improving, dude. Like vanilla WoW, bro, that's like the best game you guys ever made. Are you so sure you can improve it? How are you so sure you're gonna improve it? I mean, I get it, but I'm sensitive to that word. Like, you're gonna improve 112. You, right now, the pet battle guy. The pet battle guy, you're gonna go in and change the talents and improve the best game ever made. You're qualified to do that. Okay.
While still maintaining the overall feel and flow of class and combat. Yes. But it depends on how they do it. I'm more of a fan at
Wait.
this
They said what?
over this.
They said what? They said, hold up. Hold on. We should run that back.
I'm more of a fan at this.
Hold on.
Yes. But it depends on how they do it. I'm more of a fan at this.
Streamlining, improving class talent trees to make weaker specializations and classes more viable while still maintaining the overall feel and flow of classic combat. They don't get it, dude. They just don't get it, bro. Like, they just don't get it. Like, they just don't get it. Like,
King's honor, friend.
they say these blanket statements so shallowly, like making classes more viable. Like all the classes are viable in different ways. The totality of the experience that you have when you're playing vanilla, it's all viable. It's all balanced in different ways. Like, you know, there aren't really defined classes and specs in vanilla. That's not even how it works. Like, you might say balanced druid is weak, but like balanced druid is fine. It's literally good in world PvP. It's like, you know,
Greetings.
what constitutes a balanced druid? How many points do you need?
Light
This
be
is
with
not
you.
like vanilla isn't like super cookie cutter like other versions of the game. Like there's consumables, there's gadgets, there's gizmos, there's buffs. It all
King's
kind
Honor,
of
friend.
balances out. Like and maintaining the overall feel and flow of classic combat. Like, I don't know,
What
like
can
I
I do
guess it
for
doesn't
you?
have to be PvP related, but like
Greetings.
streamlining and improving streamlining talent trees. You want to streamline the talent trees. What does that mean? Making things more homogeneous, improving the talent trees. I think it's possible to improve the talent trees. I wouldn't even use the word improving though. I would say like, you know, you can make some changes to like, you know, make things, you know, potentially more balanced, right? Like I can comb through the Warlock talents, we can comb through the Warrior talents and find certain things that might be underwhelming and really think about it before just making tweaks to it like willy-nilly, right? And think about what the reverberations on the game are going to be. But it's like the way they talk about it as a 112 purist, as a vanilla WoW enjoyer, it's all like it's all just like unsettling to me. The way they talk about the game.
The over this. I think I would rather have them not do new class abilities and spells at all and just change this. Right? Like add like some new talents that could make, you know, Boomkin more viable, or Retribution Paladin.
Do you not think it's boring that warriors are insanely OP and a lot of specs are not viable at all in PvE? What specs are not viable at all in PvE? What are they? What are the specs? And like, you know, because everything is kind of viable. The thing is about vanilla is it's not that serious. Like the rating, like you can kind of take whatever, do whatever. It's a big difference if someone's full world buff, full consumes. What if they die one time? Are they no longer viable? Like you can kind of take whatever,
Need
do
help?
whatever.
Be
You know,
careful for the
you can.
Alliance.
There is that flexibility.
Light
Like,
bless you. Well met.
you
For
know,
the
people used to
Alliance.
say like ferals weren't viable.
Be
Ferals
careful.
are like awesome, right? Like
Light bless you.
Boomkin, aka Oomkin. The thing is though, like if Ampi, yo, let me ask you a question. If Ampi had to, for some unknown reason, play Boomkin in vanilla, he would do great with it. He would do fantastic. He would actually do just fine. He would be doing like hella damage. You know, he would be pumping. He would be blasting on Boomkin. Like you just find a way. You just go get all the sweaty stuff you need to in the game. You show up. You press your buttons. Like you dump mana. You just play the game properly. Like you're viable. Like that's kind of like what I'm saying. It's the game is more relaxed in a way because the content is kind of easy. You show up with buffs and consumes, you do your thing, you press your buttons, you're there. Like everything is viable. We're not all Ompi. Boomkin has no scaling, has no mana, can't compete with Mage pressing one button. No, you're right, but at the same time, bro, like
How are you?
at the same time, I'd say this is the mentality on it. Classes should be viable in PvE, not necessarily every spec. Because you look at Druid. Is Druid viable? Is it a good class in 112? Yes, it is. They're the de facto flag runners. I mean, mages can be flag runners as well, but they're the creme de la creme of flag running, right? They level pretty decently fast. They're gear independent. Ferals are fantastic. They take gear pressure off the other melees for getting gear and stuff like that. They actually do very good damage early. They pump, right? Like crowd pummelers, all this type of stuff. Ferals, good to go. You know, balance. They have their niche in terms of being like 1v1 kings. That's where I see balanced druid. They're one of the best 1v1 classes in the open world. And honestly, just in general, even just in 1v1. And dueling is a little bit worse than open world. But balance is dueling and 1v1. And PvP. It's a PvP spec. Right? So you look at all the three things that druids can do. And it's all good. Like you just look at the druid class and does it excel in 112? Yes. Every class excels in 112. Not every spec within the class has to excel in every respect. You know what I mean? That's what makes the game interesting. You don't need Fury, Arms, and Prot to all be insane in PvE. You don't need Frost, Fire, and Arcane to all be insane in PvE. You don't need Demonology, Affliction, and Destruction to all be insane in PvE. You have certain specs within your class that are good at different things. But at the same time, vanilla is a kind of relaxed game in that way that you can kind of take anything to anywhere and it'll be okay.
Have to put on the dress, like tweak it a bit, right? Tweak it a bit and maybe add like a few spells, like 1 or 2 spells, because even adding, if you just
this is the type of thing though. You know what would let me tell you something though, guys. You know what would accomplish this better than how they're doing it is they do more stuff like Psalm, unlimited debuff slots. It's not the sexiest change, but it has a big impact on the game. And it's going to be taking Moonkins, Hunters, Warlocks. It's going to be buffing them in a way that's respectful to like the spirit of the game, dude. Like, and it just depends what your vision is of Classic Plus. Like, do you want? That's really where it all starts. What's your vision for Classic Plus? Do you want Plus to not feel like vanilla? You want it to essentially be like WoW 2, inspired in some ways by vanilla, but you don't want it to feel like home. You don't want it to feel like 112. You want it to be a completely rehauled, different experience using the skeleton or the hollow or like the cadaver of vanilla. Or do you want it to feel like 112 that's been built upon? That's what I always thought Classic Plus was going to be. They take 112 and they build upon it. They make it feel bigger and more robust. There's more stuff to do. The classes are still like spiritually functioning in the way that Kevin Jordan and all the OGs designed, but maybe with some minor tweaks. Paladin has taunt and stuff like that, but you're still keeping the main like broad strokes there. That's what I thought Classic Plus was going to be.
Retribution Paladins, Crusader Strike. It changes the whole thing. If you give Shamans the ability to dual wield and like a double attack Storm Strike, that's fucking sick, right?
See, that's another one, right? Shaman dual wield in vanilla. I'm actually cool with it. And I know some of the stuff that I say is not going to make perfect sense, right? Like, you might say, like, oh, maybe some stuff you're a little, like, wishy-washy, flip-floppy on. This is just my proprietary blend of herbs and spices, and everyone has their opinions, and that's why I actually think it should just be 112, 243, 335, as they were, trilogy, run it back, pristine, in a vacuum. Don't take anyone's dumb opinions into account and just run that back. But, like, my proprietary blend of herbs and spices with vanilla, I think dual wield on Shaman is good. It expands on the sandbox, changes itemization. There's still not going to be like out DPSing warriors and stuff like that, right? Like, it's not going to like change the meta so much, but it just makes the game a little bit bigger, a little more robust, a little bit more to do. Like the class fantasy a little bit more fleshed out, you know? What about polearm on druid? That doesn't change anything. That's just, I mean, that's just weird, but I mean, it's possible. Like, you could do something like that. It's just kind of weird though. Like, nah, I don't think so. Like, is that even, does that flavor wise, like RP wise, does that even make sense? A druid using like a pitchfork? You know, like they're staff Andes, bro. Like they're supposed to use like maces, and they're a little spiritual. They're a little spiritual. So, but even in 112, we have people debating on where the game is lacking or not. Nobody will be 100% agreeing on things. IMO Classic community is unnecessarily tryhard and value meta too much when it's an extremely easy game. Okay, guys, you asked me what I want in a Classic Plus, if you care about my own opinion. What would actually make Cargos want to play Classic Plus? And you guys know me, right? Like, what is my reputation in the community? At this point, I really am that like old boomer guy who's like still a vanilla purist. Like, and I'm probably representing that end of the spectrum, right? I wasn't always that extreme. Like, I feel like I was, you know, back during the no changes when everybody was super gung-ho no changes, like I was a little bit middle of the pack. But that's kind of like where I stand at this point. Like, take away Stormrun guy, exactly. What would make Cargos unironically want to play Classic Plus? Okay, let me tell you. Starting with the classes. Do they add any more classes to the game? Let me get back to that. I don't know. I don't think so. But let's just start here. We keep the classes. The class balance, like in PvE, like brown class being on top, melee being really strong, it should still be like that. It should still be like that, that melee are dominant. That's the culture in vanilla, but it should be softened a little bit, ideally, right? So like hunters can serpents thing, warlocks can use their dots, these other classes can like press their buttons, shadow priest can put their stuff up, right? And they're still not going to be necessarily out pumping warriors, but it's a little bit more robust, a little bit more like color and flavor and balance, and a little bit closer, like the discrepancy, like that as far as like the meta, the classes still largely play the same, but you give like dual wield to enhancement shaman. Paladins, like prop paladins, get taunt. You just give them a basic taunt. Because these are things that aren't going to like really disrupt the spirit and the culture of the game and just turn everything like upside down. But it's just, you know, more people would want to play prop pally, right? People want to believe in prop pally, but like they can't, right? Like there's some copium with like spamming blessings and greater blessings and stuff like that. Some people try to make it work, but giving them a taunt, light touch, respectful changes to the classes, and then a real classic plus. I would like them to do a fresh coat of paint on the world. I'd want to go through these sacred zones that we all know, and we've had countless memories in each zone, and I want them to touch them up and make it look beautiful and true to the original art style of vanilla and not look super retail-y. This is just my fantasy. It's my fantasy. I can dream however I want, right? Like whether this is possible or not. I'd like to see seasonality in the zones, like we said before. Like I want to see what Red Ridge looks like in wintertime. I want to see what winter spring looks like in the different seasons. I want to see snow in Stormwind, right? I'd like to see in Classic Plus more replayability for like the dungeons and stuff. Like I would actually be okay with a little bit of random variance to the items that drop inside of like, you know, dead mines or whatever. So there'd be a reason to run it back to try to high roll like a perfect Emberstone staff or something like this. Like we want a reason to play, but there's, you know, and it's not something I'm dying on the hill for that, but like I want to see like more reason to run these dungeons together. Like I don't know. As far as the 14 system, like I said, I'm just gonna be here all day talking about Classic Plus if we start going down that rabbit hole. But
Light be with you.
let's just keep watching this video for now.
This. What would be cool for Classic Plus, in my opinion, would be slight variations in like the current classes and make them more viable or more unique or interesting, and then adding new content for zones or quest lines or dungeons or raids or something like that. That's what I would like personally.
Need help?
Account-wide perks and progression systems. A system that allows you to gather points and spend them on account.
Mob should drop green, blue, purple items equal to level and not 3 to 5 levels below would be amazing. Yeah, stuff like that. I think also, I mean,
Have a good one.
yeah, like we said, two tactics. Like some of the stuff from vendors should be better. There should be maybe like you go in with the fine-tooth comb and look at the meta of vanilla and then just go through all the vendors' professions and like adjust things a little bit so things are just a little bit more like interesting and balanced. Also, as far as like the zones go, isn't this the main vibe people want from Classic Plus? They want to feel like this world that we all love is being fleshed out more. Like this is a coloring book and we only got to see certain sections. Like I want to be able to go to here and here and here. I want to be able to go like across this and see what's out there. Like I want to be able to go to this island and this island and this zone and like make it seem like, oh, this was there the whole time. We just never got to see it. Like I want music. I want really good music in Classic Plus. I want a banger OST for Classic Plus. You know, like
as quality of life and convenience, encouraging players playing alts or specializing in specific activities.
Looking for something specific?
I'm gonna say no, just by the way I'm reading this. I don't like that.
Farewell.
I kind of like in vanilla that
Can I
like,
help
you
you?
have your character and your character is your progression.
wait, say it again. A system to allow you to gather points and spend them on account-wide bonuses, such as quality of life, convenience, encouraging player alts, or specializing in specific activities. What does this mean in reality? Is this some retail thing? It doesn't sound bad, just reading it. Like nothing is immediately triggering me or anything. It seems like okay.
And if you want to make an alt, you have a new character, right? I like that. So I don't think so. No, I'm gonna say no, but it depends, right? It sounds not good to me.
Safe travels.
Playable high elves. That's a very unique
Hello.
one. Playable high elf
Ooh.
race for the whole.
Playable high elves. Playable high elves. That's a go for me. Yo, believe it or not, that's a go. That's a big W. That's like a period correct power play, like power move. Like I'm down with that actually. I don't know why. It's just they're in the game. They're there. They actually play a big role in like WoW history. Like the models are there. Like that actually offends me less putting that in than like the pet battles or some of this other stuff that they're saying, dude. Like that to me is like truly interesting, actually.
That's actually kind of interesting. I kind of like that. No, yeah, I like that. I think that's cool. High Elves are actually in Vanilla WoW. If you go to Eastern Plaguelands, there's High Elves. There's also a few other zones there's High Elves. There's one in Ashara. And a few other zones too. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, I think High Elves could be sick. I don't know if they should make it Horde or Alliance. I think they should make it specific to one of the races and then give the other race something else. Give Hordes Ogres or Goblins. Yeah, like give.
You got me thinking, dude. Like a third faction, like a third neutral faction. I don't know. Like there are some exciting creative ideas. I don't know if it'd work out in practice, right? But being able to roll like an ogre or like a goblin or something, right? Like, but I don't know, dude. Like there's a way to do all this stuff in a way that I feel like isn't gonna be like retail Volpera cringe. Like there is a possible way of doing this that it will resonate with the original vanilla community. But for some reason, I just don't think Blizzard is going to implement it in that way. Like, I call me delusional, but I really believe like if we as the community got together and like tried to do it right and add this third faction and just do it, and we just made sure the models and everything was like, it just like looked correct, like in the vanilla world, and it wasn't like jarring and it didn't look, like we could do it, you know. Yo, Jay Lazy, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. 5 months of support. Thank you, brother. Goblins, Nagas, Murlocs, Ogres, Illidari faction.
Something to the Alliance and something to the Horde, but not the same. Because they are not the same. Ogres could be so sick, man. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Revisiting known but unexplored zones. Visiting zones that were part of Warcraft history but never playable in original World of Warcraft. Mount Hyjal, Uldum, Gilneas, etc. Big yes.
Big yes. Big yes. Yeah, dude.
Yes,
100%.
please.
Yeah.
I think this is...
Why is that on page 3, dude? Why is that on the 3rd page of this survey? Why is that not the first thing? What? The first thing they asked was about... What was it? The first thing they asked about was playable shamans and paladins on both factions, collections, account-wide collections, and pet battles. That's how they started this off, bro.
Play with, no stuff like that. It just... collectible pets, no stuff like that. It just, yeah. But apart from that, I'm not... yeah, actually, I think it'd be kind of cool. I had to think a bit about it because I didn't really know if I liked it or not. It's crazy how WoW is going 100% down the OSRS and RuneScape 3 path, because that's what fucking works, I guess. I mean, that's why we're testing... dude, I'm about to jump into OSRS today. Ability, cross-realm play. Ability to group with friends from other realms for dungeons, battlegrounds, and other...
Wait, we skipped some stuff. Playable High Elves. Revisiting known but unexplored zones. That's good. Player housing. Instance personalized housing for players and guilds. Not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. Like if it was just in its own instance thing. I don't know. I think that sounds okay. It's not like I'm stoked about it, like doing the interior design on my little hut. But achievement, a system to track game milestones and accomplishments. I think that's fine too, honestly. At this point in 2025, when everyone is so achievement oriented anyway, with like Warcraft logs and people are so like clout motivated and all this, like I think that's fine. Achievements. He's about to talk about cross realm play though, which I'm thinking is going to be a big no.
I like that, like you're on your realm and like whenever you're playing on your server, that's like your server, right? But it does add a little bit of a question with like, oh, what if your server dies and like you have no one to play with and nothing to do, and it's kind of like a problem with that. So it's like it could fix a lot of those issues, because I think there is a lot of FOMO, or like I guess FOMO, where people are afraid of
They tried that in WoD and it was shit. I really don't want achievement points in UI. Explain to me why you guys are anti-achievement though. What's the issue with it? Like achievements, I'm thinking about, you know, server first this, server first of each tier you get an achievement, or server first, you know, of each class. Like you get a little badge. I don't know. I think it's fine to like these things, but I like having classic retail feel very different. Vanilla didn't have achievements. You can just see the achievement. Thunder Fury doesn't need plus 10 points. There's a lot of flavor of the month when it comes to achievements. Achievements are fine. It's a non-invasive addition that allows people to track their progress. Yeah, I mean, like I'm more okay with the changes to the game that don't actually affect like the spirit, like the soul of the game. Let me ask you guys a question, chat. What is vanilla? What is most important to vanilla feeling like vanilla? Go. Pick one thing. What is vanilla? We have one vote for the world. Friends. World. Open world being relevant. Big challenging world. The world. The journey to 60. You know what I'm gonna say though, guys? For me, it's not the world. I see what you mean. It's a good take, like where you talk about the world. I actually the thing that brings identity to vanilla is the classes, like how the classes function. Because I mean, all the stuff is in here in other versions of the game, in Wrath and TBC. You can go to all these places in the world, but like what actually makes vanilla feel like vanilla is like how the classes operate in relation to each other, the talents and just the abilities. Like that actually to me is, you could be like, for example, right, you could go create like just a big flat map, or you know, even if you're just on Henhouse or on GM Island, you're in some fake place, right? You're in just any kind of just made up terrain, and you have a bunch of people playing, but they log in and their classes are operating in the same as it is in, like, to me that's like vanilla. You're still playing kind of like vanilla. No flying, community, an active open world, buying gold, raid log, Warcraft log, parse, take people's world buffs. So I guess that's what it is. Like I'm sensitive to like class changes. I'm sensitive to them adding paladins to alliance, or paladins to horde and shamans to alliance. You know, that stuff bothers me and worries me more than, you know, them adding like an achievement point system or whatever. Pacing, that's a good one too.
Realm? Wow. Realm, because they are afraid of it dying off and they have no one to play with, right? I like mega realms. I think that's good. Whenever you have like just one big PvE server, one big PvP, right? And you crank it. I like that. You know? Thank you for the sub, by the way, Gootscoin. Gootscootent, sorry. So I do like that. They just copied Turtle WoW. Turtle WoW has High Elves, Gilneas, Hyjal, and the rest. Well, Turtle WoW copied World of Warcraft because those things are in World of Warcraft, right? I mean, High Elves are in WoW. It's not like if you know, copying that. But I do think I do think that it's smart from Blizzard to take ideas from private servers and.
Genuine question. How is the current classic community different than, say, retail? It seems like the vast majority of players just raid log or grind rank 14. I don't know if raid logging or grind rank 14 like really, like, isn't, how does that relate to retail? For me, some of the things that differentiate us as classic players is like, we're not as, like, we're way more keen to go again. Like we're not averse to the idea of fresh. Like a retail player does not want a fresh server, right? Like almost none of them do. Like they like their sense of, you know, aggregate achievement and their account being worth something and collecting this and collecting that and building up this big collection of stuff and experiences, and they like it rolling into one thing from the other. I think they like feeling like the main character in the world and all that. Whereas in classic, it's, you know, we're okay to have fresh servers and to go again and for our stuff to get potentially deleted. We never play it again. Classic players spend 3+ hours out of raid for 30-minute raids. Yeah, I mean, with regard to this though, right? Cross server thoughts on this? No, right? It's just like layering, but even weirder. Honestly, you can just, I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me.
See what works and what doesn't, and then implement them in their own ways. Because
King's
essentially
honor,
that's what
friend.
they did from Nostalrius and all those other servers, guys. That's why we even have Classic WoW. I mean, and that's what Blizzard does best, right? They like, you know, yoink and like Blizzify it. But, not necessarily against this. I think this
Farewell.
could work, cross-realm play, because it would definitely remove a lot of the FOMO with that, so that's good. Man, talking about, dude, I'm such a WoW Andy, dude. Whenever I start talking about these things, it makes me, I'm a freak, dude. I don't know, am I ever gonna
What
like
can
quit
I do
this
for
game?
you? Be careful.
Not for as long as you have
A
2K
mega server with
viewers.
PvP switch mode, that could work. Yeah. Honor system redesign. A ground up redesign of the honor system
What are they
removing
gonna
the
say?
hard honor cap, making the system more evergreen and continually engaging.
Wait, a ground up redesign of the honor system. Removing the hard honor cap. Making the system more evergreen and continually engaging. What did they mean by hard honor cap? What is that? What do you mean hard honor cap? This is something with the new system that they have right now, right? That there is some top end of it. Because normally rank 14 PvP system, it's just the brackets are set at whatever they're set. Like it ends up being what it ends up being. There is no cap. So 500k is the maximum you can get. It's just this is the new system thing, right? You just after that you don't get any more. You're getting maximum contribution. So let me read this again. Round up redesign of the honor system, removing the hard honor cap, making the system more evergreen and continually engaging. I mean, it's better than what they have right now. Like, this sounds good. Like, I mean, what they have right now is an absolute travesty. I like the rank 14 PvP system. I think like a watered down version of it is actually really awesome, and I think a lot of people could appreciate it and love it. But I know in reality you guys don't like it, and like I just know a little bit better about how you guys feel generally speaking towards the rank 14 system. So I'd be cool with them just redesigning something that's more like TBC, right? Like you do BGs, you get currency, you spend currency. Hey, look, it's the Incubus in my favorite game. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I guess, I mean,
I do think
that's
the
good.
original like honor system is kind of fucked with how it was. I mean, obviously they changed it now, so like you see rank 14s everywhere. I do think that the honor system should be a grind.
Need
I
help?
really think it should be.
Be
Depends on how
careful.
they do it, but this
Safe
could definitely
travels.
work for sure. I
Farewell.
don't think that the fix that they did with it was like necessarily the best one. So if they could somehow change this and make it different, yeah, I think that could be cool. War mode. As an alternative to PvP servers, this mode will allow you to opt into PvP in the open world where you are toggle in the main faction cities. I don't
See
think
you
we
later.
need this, really, because essentially that's what a PvE server is. A lot of people have this like, I don't. It's like people are afraid of PvE servers. Like, oh, it's like, oh, if you're PvE, you're a pussy, right? But PvE servers
can I
are
do for you?
essentially
Go with
like
honor,
you run
friend.
around in the open world. You can't attack each other. If you type /PvP, you turn on your PvP, right? And then it turns off after 5 minutes if you turn it off again.
Need help?
It essentially is war mode, but you know, obviously, you can't be on the cool PvP.
Yeah, what's the difference? What's the difference? What is the difference between war mode? Like, I know they have that on retail, but how is that different from a PvP flag? Is there like some other like currency to it or something when you're in war mode or something?
I think just PvE server is fine. It's not the same. It's pretty close. It's pretty close to being the same. War mode, you gotta go to your major city, you toggle war mode. When you go out, you can fight people in war mode. If you don't have war mode on, you can't PvP. PvE servers, the only place you will be toggled for PvP on a PvE server is if you go to a major city. That's it. if you go to an opposite faction major city, that's the only forced toggle PvP. Yeah. The main difference is War Mode gave benefits, PvP flag doesn't. I don't know. I don't think it needs it, but I can see why people would want it.
Yeah,
Would I be angry if they added War Mode?
I don't understand the appeal. Like I don't really understand how that affects the player experience. So you're basically saying what this would do is if you're on a PvE server, it still allows you to like selectively world PvP, and people would be compelled. People would actually be compelled to PvP on a PvE server, is my understanding. PvP server is already like that. You walk outside, you kill anybody, right? Like this would be PvE server. Now they implement war mode, and a good chunk of people are down to PvP now. Doesn't sound bad.
It wouldn't really do. I mean, I would use it probably, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big proponent for either. I don't think it needs it because you can just go PvE server. Brand new zones, completely new playable areas with unique lore added to Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. Big yes.
There you go.
Imagine you go down to Booty Bay, and there's like a new island behind the big goblin statue, and then you can explore, and there's like pirates and like alcoves, or like there's a new cave system with like a new dungeon. Dude, that would be so sick. There's also like if you go back into Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2 and stuff like that, there is a lot of like in the old maps, there is a lot of zones in the game that like never made it to World of Warcraft, and they can utilize those zones to like make new content, you know? Like, oh my god, we finally get to visit this area, we finally get to go here that I've seen in Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2, right? Like that would be fucking sick, dude. Hello? Yes, big yes. Awesome, that would be awesome. Thank you for the sub, by the way. They should also re-implement some Cataclysm sub-zones like Shore and Blasted Lands, etc. Yeah, that could be cool too. New 20-player raids and new 40-player raids. Yes. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I would love to see new raids. This was the biggest thing for Saw that I think was cool. Like, you know, I did enjoy the reimagined dungeons to raids like Blackfeather Depths and Nomor and all those things, but the big things was like, dude, the Demonfall Canyon. I wasn't a big fan of Demonfall Canyon, but I thought it was cool. New fucking
New zones, new raids. That's a no-brainer.
dungeon. Yeah, sick. Karasan. Amazing.
I'm sub. When do I get my Gazoo bathwater?
Yo, Real Creepy Cat, thank you for the 3 months. You need to be 69 subbed. Creepy paid. Thank you so much for the sub. Also, like, Karasan and, like, Scarlet Enclave, freaking awesome. At some point, guys, I am gonna, like, have a sword character and, like, do the Scarlet Enclave to be able to get...
Ooh, I'm just gonna kind of skip ahead a little bit. Okay, the next one is graphical improvements to lighting, shadows, and surface reflections. Using modern technology to improve the lighting engine in the game for more realistic lights, shadows, and reflections on surfaces like water and glass. That's one of the most exciting things I'm seeing on this whole list, to be honest. Like, but you guys know me, like I love that type of stuff, right? Like I just want this game that I love, this world that I love, to be more beautiful, you know, for them to bring it more to life, to be more immersive, to put a fresh coat of paint on it, right? That nothing gets me more excited than stuff like that. So that's a big W. New trade skills, new primary and secondary professions. Ooh. New profs, boys. Not really opposed to it either. Just have to be careful, you know? Gotta be careful. Let me skip ahead a little.
I'll probably be in a little while from now. I mean, yeah, why not? Yeah, I guess. As long as it doesn't like ruin the aesthetic of the game. Yeah, I think it's cool. Because like it's a slider, you can just turn it off if you don't really want it. I don't know. Yeah, in a few weeks, like do some sword stuff and prep up for fan of. But I have a few weeks to think about that. But in a few weeks from now, I'll probably like have a little sword character. I'll go through the raids like Scarlet Enclave and stuff like that. We'll have that experience for the first time, and then I'm gonna have like a mob character ready to. We'll see. New battleground.
I think I skipped over where he talks about it, but graphical texture improvements and resolution upgrade. Using modern technology to improve the fidelity of textures used on classic art assets. That makes me want to bust a nut, dude. That is my dream right there. Like, yeah, that's like the best thing on this whole list.
Ashara. If they do this, they better do Ashara, bro. That's the big thing, dude. They canceled Ashara Battleground, dude. That was supposed to be like, you know,
New Battleground would be hype too, honestly.
Yes, I think this could be really good.
Yeah, new Battleground would be hype.
Too, you're right. Wow, new trade skills, new primary and secondary professions. Yes, this could be interesting. Yeah.
Kind of skipping through a little bit. New Battleground would be hype, right? Something original to Classic Plus, though. They don't just take one of the Battlegrounds that existed in the newer versions and put it in. It's just a complete new reimagining. New race and class combinations, including those never before seen in Warcraft. What does that mean? Never before seen in Warcraft. But stuff like human hunters, stuff like that. I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Don't see why not. Yeah, sure. Yeah, could be cool. Yeah, jewelry, whatever the heck, like, I don't know, could be cool. Using modern technology to improve the fidelity of textures used on classic art assets. Higher top kick.
One other thing on here is new class. Character classes that are completely new to any version of World of Warcraft. Not Death Knights, Monks, Demon Hunters, Evokers. Yeah, I mean, that one I'm a little bit hesitant on. I'm pretty worried that that's gonna ruin it. I'm pretty worried, man. Is it possible that they could do a good job with it? It's possible, but I swear, if you're a betting man, like, that's just gonna not make it feel like vanilla at all, and like be too far, adding a whole new class to it. Maybe they'd have to go in stages with Classic Plus. Like, first roll out all this other stuff with Classic Plus, see how it goes. If the game is stable and good, people are enjoying the meta, it still does feel like home, even though all this other stuff. Then they almost do like an expansion to Classic Plus and add a new class, you feel me? Something like that.
Hire Tom Kick to do it if you want to do it, but if they
Death
do this,
Monk.
they have to do it right? Because it's a slippery slope of like, okay, well now we're upscaling the weapons, now we're upscaling this. Oh, we might as well do the models as well, you know? And it's like a slippery slope. So it's like yes, but no. I don't know. I like this. I like this more than that. Right? I think this is more than this, if that makes sense.
They shouldn't add more
New
classes,
race
but do
and
hero
class
classes.
combinations. New race class combinations, including those we've never seen in Warcraft.
Let's skip that a little bit.
If this is one of those, yeah, being able to like do something with a fewer amount of people and like have it be fun is definitely very nice. UBRS is
Okay, there's a few more things. Okay, I think this is the last of it. Okay, so after new class, 10-player raids. Oh, thoughts on that, guys? A little, like another UBRS type of thing. Or like a, you know, a Karazhan type of thing. That actually sounds really cool. I liked it a lot. That'd be awesome. 10 men's are a vibe. 10 men's are a vibe. Yeah. I think that's a big W. Cross-realm guilds. Ability to invite your friends from other realms to join your guild? No. Weird. Weird. Transmogrification. The ability to change the appearance of your equipped items. Transmog will only be visible in rested areas, dungeons, or raids. No open world PvP or battleground. That's just a completely just weirdo, unhinged, strange thing to put in there. Like no shot. Like no shot at all. playable paladins on the Horde side. They already had that in there. They had that at the start. That was the first and the last thing they put on there. The fact that they listed it on there twice makes me feel like they're going to do it. Like, that's one thing that they're feeling pretty good about. Like, that they're trying to push for.
That's good. Cross realm. You have Wind Fury, you have Blessing.
Oh, here's some more questions.
Either. Wow.
See.
No, I don't think it needs different rates. Kinda, maybe it's like they can't play that. It would be the dungeons. I don't know if they touched on that a little bit, but okay. Regardless of
which version of WoW is your current main version, what version of WoW do you think will become your main version in the future once Classic Mists of Pandaria ends? Classic Era? A different version of Classic? Wait, Classic Era with my Mists of Pandaria characters? What does that mean? Like Mists Era? A different version of Classic without my Mists of Pandaria characters? Retail / modern WoW with my Mists of Pandaria characters? Wrath of the Lich King Classic or another earlier expansion with my Mists of Pandaria characters? And they keep talking about Mists of Pandaria characters, bro. No one fucking cares about your Mists of Pandaria characters. Classic Warlords of Draenor if it becomes available. A permanently frozen Mists of Pandaria Classic realm with no further... What are they like? They've mentioned Mists of Pandaria with every option, bro. I do not plan to continue playing WoW after the end of Classic Mists of Pandaria. Every single option, they're mentioning Mists of Pandaria.
WoW is your current main version. What version of WoW do you think will become your main version in the future?
Where's the option for just like vanilla? Like, I just want to play like 112 original vanilla as it was. Or like, I want to play... Where's TBC? Like, I just want to play TBC era. Like, they're asking what you want to play after Mists of Pandaria ends. Like, I guess they say Wrath of the Lich King Classic or another earlier Classic expansion. Yeah, I don't know.
Once Classic Mists of Pandaria ends. A Classic
I just want them to go back to their roots, man. The original trilogy, have 112, 243, 335, as they were, with era servers for each. And then one like Classic Plus project.
A different version of Classic, retail modern WoW, Wrath of the Lich King Classic or other earlier Classic expansions, Classic Warlords of Draenor if it becomes available, a permanent frozen Mists of Pandaria Classic realm with no further updates. I do not plan on playing WoW after the end of Classic Mists of Pandaria. I like how they actually added an option for that. I mean, realistically for me, I think if they actually did a Classic Plus, that's what I would play. Am I crazy? Dollar screen on YouTube? Neil being on computer? Wait, what? You know, I think that's what I would do. I don't know how you guys feel about Mob. I think for me, Mob is like a thing. I don't know how I feel about Mob. I never really played it. I don't really have a big attachment to it. I assume I'll probably play it for a few weeks and then have fun with it and then kind of like either raid log or stop. You know? I assume that's...
Anyway, I think that's it. That's everything. Thanks for sharing that. Let me see what you guys have had to say. Okay, let me see what you guys have to say. Let me get caught up with the chat. The goal is to be able to filter between each type of player. Mop, WAD, Wrath, or pre-retail, so they can go filter. Retail wants pet battle, WAD wants pet battle. People that play with Wrath don't. The characters in question are the ones from 2019. That's why all the answers include Mop Classic ending. They want to know what people are going to go after and if it's a deal breaker to lose those characters. I see. Is there Warlock at era servers? No. What's up, Chasmatics? How you doing, brother? Cargos, we need you to rep the Classic Andes. I'll do my best, man. Like, I don't even want to be that doomsayer, dude. I just wish more of you guys just, like, shared this opinion, you know? Like, I hate being this like radicalized vanilla warrior, but like that's just, that voice does need to be there in some capacity. Like they've made me this. They've made me this with this whole, like, I don't know, dude. After Sod, the majority converted. The thing is, it's hard for me to care that much because what they've done on Turtle Wild to me is 90% good enough. Yeah, let me check in with you. We'll get some drum and bass going again. Alright, we're back, boys. We're back. Whoa, there's almost 200 people on YouTube watching. That's crazy. What's up, YouTube? Classic Plus survey. Blizzard, yo, in that survey though, Blizzard doesn't refer to it as Classic Plus, right? That's still the community's term. I wonder if Blizzard should embrace it and actually call it Classic Plus. I think they should. Sod ruined the vanilla community and ushered in a bunch of retail indies. The old guard is just burnt out. I agree with you. They slowly eroded away. They slowly eroded away like our whole like culture and everything from the start of it. And part of it is just a lot of people who were there at the start, like they already got what their money's worth and they left, right? But yeah. I wonder how they announced it on BlizzCon like they did with the vanilla joke when Classic got announced. The old guard just got Classic Anniversary. I don't think we can complain. True. True. That is true. That is true, Tactics. We are kind of getting the dream in a way. Like, we're getting TBC again, guys. We're getting TBC again. We have stuff to look forward to. A lot of this stuff doesn't even affect us, right? So think about it. We're playing Anniversary. Let's say TBC realistically comes out Q1 2026. Let's say it's like January. Then TBC is going to be for like a year. Maybe 18 months. A lot of this stuff is... A lot of this stuff is not even going to affect us, right? We're just going to be playing TBC doing our thing. Yo, Packwhack, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime, man. I appreciate that. 19 months of support. You'll love to see that, Mr. Packwhack. Thank you so much, man. Good evening to you. Good evening. Happy Friday, TGIF, guys. What you guys getting into? What are you guys doing right now? Are you playing Anniversary? What's everyone playing right now? Era? If you're playing Cataclysm, leave the room. Just kidding. But not really. Dota? Oh, you played Dota, Ampi? Minus 150 viewers. You know what's kind of funny though, dude? I'm so unhinged when it comes to vanilla that like that's kind of part of my brand now, and I can just say some wild stuff now, and I don't get as much of a hit of viewers that you might think. Because people are like used to it now. They're like, that's just Cargos being Cargos, dude. That's just Cargos being an absolute vanilla weirdo. It's part of my brand now, dude. It's like I'm the special ed kid. I'm the special ed kid in class, and people don't mind what I say. Oh gosh, pop height. Yeah, the 12 of us non-bot viewers are used to by now. Now it's only been since 2019. Oh man, I mean, guys, I remember when they announced TBC Classic. I was on a call with Def Camp and Melderon when they were announcing it. This is probably the first time I felt really like disconnected with the community. We're watching BlizzCon. It's like a digital BlizzCon pass. Do you guys remember that? They didn't do like a physical BlizzCon or something. So we were watching it. Or maybe they did do physical BlizzCon, but we weren't there. And this is the same BlizzCon where they announced the boost and the Warp Stalker. I remember having like a real knee-jerk reaction in a negative way to that. Like I was actually like pissed, but I was looking around the room, like kind of looking for validation from everyone, and like even the chat, thinking to myself, like, yeah, like we're fired up about this, right? Like this is like unacceptable, right, guys? Like, right? Remember Nostalrius, right? Like, you know, let's all wave our Vanilla WoW banners together. Like, we're all on the same page with this, right? And we weren't. Like, there was already a lot of people at that time that were coping super hard for Blizzard, dude. Like, they were like, oh, what's the big deal? Like, that was like the first time to, yeah, remember the Alamo / Nostalrius, exactly. That was the first time where I was like, whoa. Something's changing in the tides right now. I'm happy with TBC Classic, how they did it. I don't know. I think they kind of dropped the ball with TBC personally. Like, no TBC Fresh. They had the boost, and then they also basically like didn't put era servers for it. So like, couldn't really keep your TBC character. So from beginning to end, there was like some big misplays in my opinion. Oh, as in I'm not playing Classic Plus, you're just gonna play TBC. To be honest, I want to set up that TBC server. What was it called? It's called Warmain. Warmain, everyone knows them for Wrath of the Lich King, but they actually have a TBC server right now. They have two actually, if you want to prepare for TBC. One is Instant 70. It's called BlackRock. And you have to log in and then press the button at the bottom right that says switch to TBC. And that's, you can instantly make a guy in full season 1 gear, gladiator gear. You can get any trinket you want. You can queue for arena right now and go play. And they actually have like working gladius and stuff like that. And the other one is called Onyxia or something. And that one's like a 5x or a 7x. And you can just like kind of play normal TBC on that. It seems like they have good pop on both. When did it launch though? I'm not sure. Yeah, Warmain. Stormforge? What is Stormforge tactics? Stormforge. Is that the Warmain TBC ROM? What's the last retail expansion you played? I did technically buy BFA and played a little bit, but not really, so I don't even count that. The last one I seriously played, I think it was Legion, man. Yeah. To me, Classic Plus should be about adding stuff like new quests, items, and story to telling first. Yeah, I feel you on that. I think a lot of people are craving just some good art, some good inspired art to be put in Classic Plus. Like, not cheap copy paste. We want some inspired artistry put into the game. Good music, good ambience, well-designed quests. Put a fresh coat of paint on the zones. Things that are like, you know, beautiful. They like make the world more beautiful. I bet you a lot of people are looking for that. More class balance. I was AFK, you seem hot. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot today. Legion was the last time WoW actually felt like WoW. BFA was beautiful and fine addition to the world, but as an expansion it was not great. What's with your voice? Is that a filter? What's up, Anonymous? Why? What does it sound like? Does it sound raspy? First time in the chat. Welcome, brother. It sounds a little raspy now that it took one ear off. I feel like well-designed quest goes against the nature of Classic. Legion, best expansion for WoW.
Well met. Farewell.
I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think Mop is going to be successful? You can be honest here. If you think it's going to be a big hit, you know, even though you know I'm like a big vanilla guy, like, you know, just share your honest opinion. Like, do you think it's going to be?
Greetings. Safe
Think
travels.
it's going to be a bop?
Go with honor, friend.
Bop going to be great for PvPers.
Light bless you.
I think it'll do decent to start. At least a lot of people liked it. Put on a shirt, girl. Nip slip bunka TOS. Rogue with a burst of speed is fun running flags and Mop. It'll be fun for a bit. I didn't even touch Mop, so I'm excited to try it out. Skipped Kata entirely. What's your workout routine? When I'm in a good groove, my workout routine is essentially I do a class at 9 a.m. It's a HIIT class. I used to go to Lifetime Fitness and do alpha conditioning every morning. I did it for like a year plus. And alpha conditioning is not the normal, like most of the time that I've spent in the gym over my life has been doing normal stuff, right? Like, you know, like push pull, or like just do chest one day, back the next day, shoulder the next day, leg the next day, rinse repeat.
Can I
like,
help you?
arms one
Safe
day.
travels.
I don't really like to rest too much. I did just normal motions, right? It was only in the last couple of years that I started to do classes. So a HIIT class stands for like HIIT, right? It's high intensity interval training. And you pretty much keep your heart rate up the whole time. You're supersetting stuff, and you're not doing like heavy lifts. You're doing high repetition, not low repetition. It's a lot of body weight, a lot of calisthenics. You're using weird stuff that I always thought was a meme, like kettlebells. I thought kettlebells were a meme. You're using like resistance bands, TRX rows things. I thought all that stuff was a meme. You're using like medicine balls. I thought it was just like some, you know, to me, I'm like, I just pick up a barbell, I pick up a dumbbell and like actually lift, you know? But when you actually try it and do it, it works. I'm not really sure why, but you can't knock the results. Like, I felt faster than ever, stronger than ever. For the first time in my life, my core was actually strong. You know, even though I lifted, and there was times in my life where I lifted like pretty decently heavy and stuff, my core has always been weak. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm tall or something. I don't know. But my abs, my core was always weak. So it wasn't until doing these classes that I actually felt like my core became decently strong. And then the rest of your strength follows after your core is in good shape, you know? So what I do now currently is I'll go do a HIIT class. The only problem with these HIIT classes is mostly for women. Like 90% of the people in these classes are women, and women don't like to do upper body. It is what it is. They don't like to do push-ups. They don't like to do shoulder stuff. So like I really do think a lot of the curriculum of these classes is skewed for women's preferences. So after the HIIT class is over, a lot of times like I will actually go do a little bit of just like upper body, like before I leave. Like, go do like, you know, 5-10 sets of something, and I just try to do it every day. You know, Monday through Friday. They don't have these HIIT classes on the weekends for me, but that's my workout routine, if that answers your question. And then also, I try to just crank out a lot of push-ups and sit-ups per day. Like if I'm bored or something, or if I'm on a flight path, I like the feeling of getting like a nice little pump going. You know, it's just a good feeling, and especially if you're gonna go out for the night or something, like you kind of crave it. Like it just becomes like a trained. It becomes like a habit. Like you almost don't feel correct unless you get a little pump before you go out or something, right? So, I mean, yeah, just cranking out a bunch of push-ups, sit-ups, even just you can actually get a good workout with no equipment. You know, you just hang off a bed or something and just do like little tricep dips and stuff. Just go till failure, even if it's like 30, 40, 50, whatever it is, right? Push-up, sit-up. Like sometimes I'll just plank. You know, you just literally just sit there and plank for like a couple minutes and just wait until you're just shaking. Stuff like that. Kettlebells can beat your ass raw for sure. Those swings blast you. Yeah. Someone just called me shameless for eating in a duel. KW. That's funny, man. Push-ups are so underrated. You can change hand positions. Yeah, 100%, bro. So like, I pretty much go close grip like this. Sometimes people call it diamond. and then I go regular like this, and then I go super wide, like really, really wide. So I'll do like, you know, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then I'll just flip around and start doing sit-ups. What expansion do you think had the best class fantasy and PvP balance? TBC. TBC is my favorite. Wrath second place. What's up, Felop? How you doing, brother? Warlock was a terrible expansion. After playing it and doing it all, it was trash. Yeah, it was. I didn't like it as much as I thought I was gonna like it. But honestly, guys, oh man, it's hard to convey because I've been there myself, guys. Like sometimes you're really just not feeling it with going to the gym and getting in shape. But from one nerd to another, like it's really 100% worth it for you to like work out and get in shape. I don't know why life has to be so cruel like that, but like your life will get way better, man. You just if you actually just spend an hour a day doing that, like just do a class, whatever, like everything, bro. You're just mental health, like the way people treat you, like respect, everything. You know, there have been a lot of times in my life where I was out of shape, and a good amount of times now, I guess, where I was in shape. I would just encourage you guys to get out there, man. Like find a way to do both, right? Like be a DGen gamer and play WoW and do what you got to do, but just find the time to also get out there. Something that works for you. Just do something. And if you're just starting, to me, it actually is the best to have a partner at the start until it becomes like a real trained habit, and then it's better to go on your own. But just try to find somebody you can go with. Gymming 4 times per week has increased my quality of life dramatically. Yeah. Are you gonna play TBC? Yeah, man, I'm gonna play TBC for sure. I'm stoked for TBC. I want to play TBC, man, but it feels like a second job. It's so much work. Why do you feel that way, though, Leroy? Like, I think it can be pretty not that bad. It's just whatever expectation you set for yourself, right? If you're just gonna raid on one character per week and then you just cap games per week, you do a few. Like, I think it can actually be way less work than vanilla. Like, I could see vanilla feeling like a second job. Just having to collect all the world buffs per week, having to farm stuff, there's no way around it. Like, you know, you really... TBC is pretty cheap to raid in TBC. It doesn't take a lot, right? And honestly, like, the culture around consumes and buffs and all that, it's different from vanilla. It's actually not as min-max. I think TBC is actually pretty chill. I hired a coach, lost 20 kg, and it changed my life completely. I'm a complete gym rat now. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's awesome, Fettel. 20-30 minutes to the gym is all you need if you go with a plan. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Life is cruel. Life is cruel. But like, is it fair to say that anybody can look, almost anybody can look very attractive if they actually get in good shape and, you know, kind of like just get their like wardrobe and stuff on point? Like, you can really glow up. Like, almost everybody can glow up massively. You know, like, even if you were some just absolute like Smeagol ass looking dude, like, I bet you could glow up a lot. Like, just get in shape, you know, get some good abs going and all that, and, you know, just work on that. Like, you can actually come a long way. Going into nature like 2 miles deep in the woods did wonders for my mental health and energy levels. You talking guys? Yeah, I'm talking guys. Yeah. I started at Lifetime 3 months ago. I gained 20 pounds and went down to 14% body fat. Oh, you gain, like, in a good way, you gained 20 pounds. Ooh, nice, Lion Again. Awesome, dude. Diet is just as important, if not more. No, 100%. So again, it is important, but they do have a relationship, though. No, like, it's easy to say that. It's easy to say that diet is more important than exercise, because it is. You know, like they would say, abs are made in the kitchen. But there is also no denying the effect of, like, when you go to the gym, basically, it like it changes like the chemistry of your brain or something. Like for some reason you want to eat healthier after you go and you're feeling good, and it's like, maybe it's like an endorphins thing. Like I want to say that actually going to the gym, like it's kind of almost like equally important as the diet. You know, like because if you're just doing diet and cleaning up your diet, but you're not exercising and you're staying inside all day, it's a weird headspace you're in. To get into that like fitness-minded headspace, you like have to go to the gym. I mean, maybe it's just for me. Let's get healthy, chat. Start slow. It's about getting healthy. Yeah, let's do it. Let's all become shredded WoW gamers together, shall we? Working out is great, but when is the cargo StarCraft 2 era happening again? I'm down. Down to play some StarCraft. You can be lean with the diet, but you won't be jacked. Yeah, that's true too. I'm at a point now where I don't really know what to do actually to get more gains than where I have right now. Because I don't want to bulk and get to like and gain a bunch of fat. I really don't want. I want to stay kind of lean and shredded, but like I'm kind of capped right now, dude. That's how I feel. I actually don't know. I don't know how to like really like improve from here. Because the thing is, my problem is I do pretty much full body every day. I can't help myself. When I go to the gym or whatever, like I just want to do, you know, squat, push up, pull up, like everything. So I don't think I split enough. I need to split more and rest more. But I don't know. It's so ingrained in me to just go and do full body every day. I'm happy with the muscle mass. Don't let the dysmorphia set in. People focus too much on looks. It's about health first and foremost. Focus on being healthier, you, and the rest will come. I like that. I like that. I like that take. Try steroids. They work very well. You can bulk up, but just keep your fats very low. Yeah, dude. I know. In another life, I'd try them. Get a trainer for a month just to get you out of your habits and rhythm. Yeah. Trainers are just expensive, bro. At least in California where I'm at. Get a trainer, like each session you do with the trainer, it's like $100 or something, right? And like, I don't know, it's just not worth it, you know? Not worth it. I'm in New York, not cheap either. What you do now sounds healthy though. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the thing that I'm like most happy with right now is where I'm at, like in terms of like health and fitness, is I pretty much can eat somewhat normal, like what I want to eat. Like I'll have one meal where I can just like indulge, and I actually will eat some carbs, or I'll have a couple drinks per day in the evening time, right? You might think like, oh, it's gonna totally like grief your diet, grief your fitness goals, grief everything. But I got to the point that I think my body like adapted to it. Like it can handle it now, and I'm not like shooting up on the scale, even though I have days where I feel like, oh man, I didn't eat very good yesterday, like, and it's okay. So then my body like it's more stable. My trainer is so expensive, $400 per month on my sessions and $200 for lifetime. Yeah, lifetime is not cheap. What's up, TBC? First time in the chat though. Thanks for the message, man. Thanks for the message, brother. Yeah, we've been here for a while. I think we're just kind of grinding. Let's leave. What do we need? Skeletal horrors. Vials of spider venom. The horrors are west, though. Let's go west. Probably just a plateau anyway. Got to work through. Yeah. I'm pretty nasty at pickleball now, guys. But my problem with pickleball actually, stamina. I come out of the gate really strong. But I use way too much energy. And like after a couple hours, These tournaments, they last a long time. There's a lot of sitting. There's a lot of like wind up and wind down, wind up and wind down. And sometimes you have to wait like for 30 minutes, like, and you're not playing and you're just waiting for the next round. And I just, by the time it gets to like playoffs and finals, like I just don't have that same level of explosive energy I did at the start by any means. So I need to work on my stamina. If you guys have any tips for that? Sod's Karazhan Crips was perfect. So it dawned on me that while it's cool seeing you here on anniversary, I realized what you're probably working for is getting folks hyped about MOP. Once MOP pre-patch drops, well played. Yeah, that's my goal, man. I'm trying to get everyone hyped up for MOP. I'm stoked for MOP. Can't wait to play my Brewmaster. Just rolled 100 on Onslaught Girdle on Era. Huge W. Hey, grats, man. Look, brother, you just have to accept the fact that you should champion these ideas you're saying. You have a great track record of doing it. Friday night cargo's GG. Yeah, Friday night is the start of the weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna get into tonight. Whether it's pickleball, maybe I'll go and get a drink tonight. Anyone drinking tonight, dude? Anyone going out? Maybe, dude. Maybe. I don't want to like dance to some bachata music. I'm a big bachata enjoyer. I'm a big Romeo Santos, Prince Royce enjoyer. Yo, we got Fatal Dell with the tier 1. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Fatal. Welcome, brother. Just back from a night of drinking in Belfast. Nice to see you streaming at this time. Nice, man. Ireland. Hey, yo, I'm Dominican law. Nice. Nice, man. Staying and cooking some salmon. That sounds good, too. That's one of my go-tos. You guys go to Costco and get the pre-marinated salmon. Just eat the whole thing. So healthy. Actually so cost-effective, too. Life is watching TV. I'm drinking LaCroix and playing hardcore. This is 30. Yeah. Energy management. Boys cracked out for the first 5 games and is dead zoning out looking for the stars. Lol. JK. Yeah. TG, even when you're dead, bro, still haven't beaten your partner in a hands battle yet, lol. Wait, yo, is that Alex? Are you on YouTube, Alex? Yeah, I might go out tonight. Yeah. Should we stream it? Yo, if I go out tonight, should I IRL stream it? Ooh, maybe we should. We should hit up Winky. We'll have a drink tonight and live stream. Disc golf stream with Grays when? I'm down. I want to go to Texas and eat a water burger with him. Is Northern Ireland more peaceful than Ireland now? Yeah, dude, like next month or so, or maybe in the next couple months, I'm gonna go to Southeast Asia, guys, just to give you a heads up. I want to stream from there too, but I want to spend like a month there. Specifically Vietnam. Looking for like a coffee farm. I want to try to buy or like get a good relationship with like a coffee farm, so I can kind of like vertically integrate and get my green beans from there. And then I'm also looking for like pickleball paddle manufacturing facilities there, because we use one in China in Shenzhen, but the tariffs and just looking at other options. But I'm gonna do a lot. I'm gonna stream a lot, hopefully, from my phone and stream WoW from there. Like it's so cheap over there too. It should be fun. Southeast Asia, hell yeah. Yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, and pickleball is actually huge over there. you guys haven't played pickleball, man, you gotta get on it. It's super fun. Argos, do you mind giving some advice? How did you work out letting your kids go to a different state in your divorce? Will it be hard to barely see them anymore, won't it? Many of us are going through the same thing. Yeah, dude, I actually have been getting a lot of feedback. A lot of people have reached out and said, you know, like, oh, I love you, Cargos, but like, bro, like, you need to go to New York. Like, if you're going to New York, you need to go to New York. And yeah, I'm really torn on that, bro, to be honest. Right now, it doesn't feel real. I still see my kids every day. Still here, even though we're living under separate roofs. And I still go get coffee, you know, with my wife in the mornings. Still drop my kid off at school every day. I still see her every day. You know, yesterday I went to Dave and Buster's with her and played some games, and everything was good. So like, I can't really visualize what it's like not seeing them every day yet. So I'm pretty concerned about that, how that's gonna feel. You know, there's some things that I'm gonna do, like I'm gonna give her this Bark phone thing so she can call me whenever, like just have like a lifeline to me, even just whenever. She can basically call me from like a little watch. But it's tough, man, because I have like vendor contracts out here, my business is out here, and like that's my livelihood, you know, like I'd have to start over from scratch. If I went back to New York, I'd have to just pretty much wipe the slate clean, probably sell my business and start over again. And start over on my own, because I wouldn't even be in a relationship like that, or you know. So that's a tough pill to swallow as well. I have a lot of momentum over here in terms of like my pickleball career, and like I have a good men's partner. We're doing well in tournaments. You know, I have some good sponsorship deals for the pickleball side of things, and my whole catering business. It's just, yeah, I don't have the answers, man. But you know, it's definitely possible. It's definitely likely that just, you know, after a little bit of time away from my family, you know, they're back in New York and I'm in California, that it's just like I have to go. You know, but the current plan is I will get them summers. We'll get my kids in the summers. So I'll get a couple months with them straight. But yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys have way more life experience with that stuff than me. So I'm definitely all ears. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I understand. Makes sense now. Thanks. Assuming there's family in New York. Yeah. All the families in New York. So like, yeah. A lot of cousins and family, all that. Sounds complicated, man. Tough balance. Yeah. Because that's the thing, you know. The best way I can be a dad to my kids actually is to be able to support them, like help support them financially and stuff, right? Go to New York and start over, man. So I probably will end up making my way back to New York. You know, like I can't miss out too much milestones with my kids, but I kind of gotta get my shit right. Like I gotta make sure like I'm real solid, you know. That's my current thinking. How do you brew your coffee at home? I actually have a commissary, Gabe. I don't know if you know what that is, but you pretty much have to. It's mandatory in California that you have a commissary if you're like a business like mine. So you have to prepare all of your batter. You have to make your cold brew. You have to do everything at this spot. You like rent it's like a shared commercial kitchen, and there's like freezer space and wash dishes and
See you around.
and refill on fresh water, dump gray water, all that stuff there. So, but yeah, cold brew is easy to make. It's just a big tub with like a filter basket in it, and you just have a recipe of how much coffee grinds you put in and like how fine it is, and you just let it sit for certain amounts of time based on how strong you want to make the concentrate. And then all the other stuff we do is just espresso. So we just brew it on site with the La Marzocco. I'm sure you'll find a way to visit, and maybe that can even be a streaming thing as well. Yeah, cold brew is super popular for me right now, Gabe. Yeah, so you're going through it too, huh, dude? It's rough, man. I have 2 daughters, and I couldn't imagine not being there for them. I really hope you can find a happy medium. Yeah. Yeah, same. That's the thing that kind of sucks. Like, my youngest one is still so young. She's not even really online yet. You know, she's still, like, really young, like 1. So she doesn't even know me. You know what I mean? So, and if they move, that's going to be tough. Your wife is starting from scratch too job-wise? No, my wife does hella good, bro. She does an amazing job. She got grandfathered into remote status. She works high finance. Insane job, dude. Like, she has the actual dream job. Just, yeah, she works for a top investment bank and work from home and all that. Dodge all the Wall Street culture and all that. And she's getting a fully paid off condo. You know, she's gonna be crushing it, man. How about espresso martinis? Oh yeah, I love espresso martinis. It's fire. One of my favorite drinks. Go finance. That's where I'm at. Nice, man. At least you'll get them for long periods of time. Yeah. True. Yo, Cargos is back. Shit. Now I'll get an urge to start playing. What's up, Glockix? I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me, though. Keeping me company. I really appreciate it, man. Like, this is a lot of people for me. Like, if I don't get any more viewers than this, I'm fine with it. We got 300 right now on Twitch. We got 150 on YouTube. 450 people watch me play my favorite game and just bitch about life. Bitch about Blizzard. Thanks for spending your time with me, guys. Appreciate it. I'll try not to let you down this time around and not just disappear or do whatever. Like, help keep me accountable, you know? Just in terms of what we got to do to build a good community. You know, just go through life together, you know? I've learned a lot, like, over the years being a creator. What I like about it, what I don't like about it. I think, like, I've realized over time, like, I do like, I'm very social, and I do like kind of being in the spotlight. In a way, like, I know it sounds main character syndrome, but I think I do have some main character syndrome. Like, I do like sharing my life experiences with others, and, like, you know, I do enjoy that part of streaming. Like, and I just have to be more fearless about it and just do it. A lot of times, I bet you content creators and stuff, or streamers, whatever, like, they just sit there, like, about to go live, about to press the button, but they end up not doing it. This time around, I'm more motivated to just do it. What's the worst that can happen, right? Press go live. Talk with the people. Try to be, like, authentic about everything. What's up, Mingus? How you doing, brother? Yo, Kalina gifting a sub to Denakina. I appreciate that so much. You gift 4 subs in the channel. Keeping me motivated, and I really appreciate that, Kalina. I recognize that name. I feel like you've been here. I feel like you've been here for a while. I don't have kids yet. It seems like once you have them, they take up your whole life. Is it really like that? It kinda is like that, Philap. And you have to be really careful on who you have kids with, right? Because when you have kids with someone, it's more of a like you're gonna be part of their life forever, even more than, like, marriage or whatever. Like, when you have kids with someone, like, you actually are stuck with them, like, forever. You know, it's like a really huge deal. But at the same time, I would encourage you to not be scared about it, because no one ever regrets having kids, right? We're, like, hardwired. Like, once we have them, like, they're, like, just the cutest, like, most amazing things to us. And very rarely have ever regrets having their kids, right? And it actually is kind of, like, relieving in a way once you have kids too. You feel like you're getting your money's worth out of life. Like, you're doing what you need to do. Like, you I don't know, like, you feel more, like, satisfied with your life story and, like, everything you've, like, accomplished and stuff like that. Like, And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to articulate, but all the parents in here know what I'm talking about. Like, you're the man, probably the only streamer I actively watch. Appreciate it. And I'm just coming back still. I think we're like a week back, something like that. It hasn't been long at all, but I want to say we've hit the ground running. Like being able to just get back into it, full swing of things, and have like 450 people watching, and like the vibes are like immaculate. We really have had like no trolls. You guys notice that? Like I just still haven't banned anybody like all. Timed anyone out, anything. It's a good community we're building. You think you love your family, parents, wife, etc., but until you have kids, you don't even know how strong love can be. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do, but it's worth it. Oh, that's really well said. Yeah, I like that. Anyone want to do a band speed run any percentage with me? Yeah. Yo, TGA Media. That's my boy TGA Media right there, coming through with the big tier 1 sub, blessing me up. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Where's my DB Delight gamers at? You remember that name, right? TGA Media. Good times on DB Delight, my guys. That was the rank 14 human warrior that was going around murdering everybody in all the PvP events. It was a good time though. Like it was fun playing with you, talking with you. So, DD for the win. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for that sub, bro. What's the go-to lock spec once you're 60? Once you're 60, it's like SM Ruin or DS Ruin are the main like PvE specs. In PvP, you can kind of like PvP as anything and be really strong. You're a Warlock at the end of the day. I actually prefer Soul Link. Soul Link is the strongest and most well-rounded, the best overall for PvP. But you have a hard time slotting into like pre-mades and stuff like that. It's hard to know exactly what your role is. I want to believe that you can add sufficient value though, and like that it can be optimal to join a pre-made as Soul Link. But yeah, PvE is SM Ruin or DS Ruin. But the problem with Soul Link in PvP, like if you're doing a pre-made, is what ends up happening is they just basically ignore you. You're this big meaty boy, you know, casting dots on everything, but you're not really applying that much pressure. They're not really that hard hitting your dots, so they end up just like walking past you, and you don't have, you can't generate a ton of tempo as SL lock, right? And that's just a big thing in PvP. It's all about tempo. Think about like rogues and mages. It's about not how much damage you can do, but how much you can do in a short like burst window, or how much control you can apply in a short burst window. I remember the fun original hardcore days on WoW. That community was awesome. Oh yeah, man, on Bloodsail Buccaneers. Oh yeah. You have any tunes on Anniversary Car? Yeah, this is Anniversary right now, actually, bro. This is likely going to be my TBC main, what you're watching right here. We're running it back Warlock most likely. TBC. But yeah, like if anyone's on the fence of playing Anniversary, getting ready for TBC, like it's not too late at all. I'm starting right now, man. I got no gold to my name. I got 7 gold to my name. 7 gold to my name and a level 24, dude. I'm locked in for TBC. Won't even trip. We got plenty of time. We need TBC era so bad. Yeah. This MCQ Nova. Oh, that's funny, dude. That's funny, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. That's so funny. Look at that. They ganked your boy with a pet named Stormrend. If you know, you know. That's so funny, actually. Oh my god. That's too funny, dude. That's too funny, bro. I'll clap for that. Oh, that's funny. Tell the story. Um. This was back during the Deviant Delight arc. Blizzard put in. Okay, it started with the Druid polearm buff. Okay, so one day we woke up. We were playing DD, right? And we woke up. It came out of complete nowhere. It just cheap shot, kidney shot at us out of stealth, right? Like, Druids a blue post got posted. There was no context. There was no like announcement. They just posted it very nonchalantly. And it said, Druids can now use polearms, classic era. There's a new world buff added called Might of Stormrend, and a new quest line added so that you can get this buff in Stormwind City, and it's going to give you, it was essentially like Ren buff for Alliance. No due process, no announcement to the community, no preparing the community, nothing like that. We just woke up and they put hands on our game. Blizzard was supposed to be the custodians of Vanilla WoW. They promised us that we'd always be able to play it as it was. The cat had already been way out of the bag with that because there's already a plethora of changes at that point. But we just woke up to class balance changes in Vanilla WoW. I know it might seem insignificant, but still, man. They changed the game. So I made a petition on change.org or change.me or whatever it was called to try to get it repealed or whatever, right? I started spreading the word like crazy on Twitch and just messaging everybody I could, anyone I knew at Blizzard. And we got a lot of signatures. I don't know if someone can still find it, but we got like thousands of signatures, and it did get repealed. It did get taken back, and they basically said, like, we pretty much got the best case scenario. They said, like, we're not going to make changes in the future unless we poll the community first, and there's going to be way more due process to it. But there was a big backlash from like the white main community, the man crick community, mainly white main though, because man crick is mainly horde, right? But white main was pissed because they were like, Argos, you're newly back to the scene. You started this Deviant Delight project. You're probably not going to be playing in 2 months. I've been here this whole time, rating on 9 characters, and this is a big quality of life increase for us on the Alliance side. And now we don't have to jump through hoops to get Ren buff and blah 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 blah. They were right. I wasn't playing 2 months later, but I still think it was 100% the right call. Like, you give Blizzard an inch to take a mile. Just don't let them touch the game, right? Don't let them touch vanilla. That's the story. So Stormrend got deleted. People were pissed, so I got a lot of hate for it. We stood, we fought, we won. Greek Warrior is still pissed they removed the Might of Stormwind. You still have a Horde side tune? I do. I have a rogue, level 20, 25, 26. I think they should add more flight paths to vanilla. That's a thought. There's some pretty janky flight path logic in vanilla. How you doing, Brig? How you doing, bro? First time in the chat. Anyone from pre-2019 would agree with it too, so don't worry. It feels okay, man. Are you ally or horde on that TBC server? I'm Alliance on Perception. Yeah, come through, bro. Let's go. Let's play. Let's play, man. I'll stream it, and you don't have to stream it, and I'll take the risk, bro. And we can still get our gameplay out there. Setting up a mage? Hell yeah, dude. I'll like, let me think. I'll make a rogue. Try to play rogue mage. Pompey monk ass. Yeah, I'm down to stream it. They didn't even post anything about it till way later in the day after they implemented it. Yeah, that was part of it, dude. The fact that it just came out of nowhere. Dude, calm down on those steroids. They're obviously turning your mind into mush, and twilling your balls. You think that's a real comment? Like, that actually is such a flattering comment. You actually think I'm on steroids. That is like the ultimate like ego stroke. I'm actually not even big, dude. Like 170 pounds. But like, thank you, dude. Yes, thank you for boosting my self-esteem. Dude, calm down on those steroids. Oh, is that the new copy pasta? What up, Brad? It's nuts that we are getting Mob Classic. We'll get Legion Classic in no time, Kick W. I think we will, though. Okay, your muscles are impressive then. Bro actually flirted with you and doesn't realize it? Yeah, dude, you can't, yeah. Legion remix is here, though. Legion was awesome. Yeah, the chest is feeling pretty good. We did a tattoo stream yesterday for the first time. It was I'm glad we did that. It was actually a lot of fun. It's a little sore today, but we're doing all right. What's up, Kuzak? What up, man? Kuzo, man. Hell yeah. Good to see you, man. Nostalria's Classic Blend. What's up, Kef Tank? Oh my gosh, man. I remember that name too. That brings me back to 2019 big time. What's up, Kef Tank? How you doing, dude? I'm just remembering all those names. Taladrill, Kef Tank. And yo, can you guys make me nostalgic? Can you remind me, like, what were some content creators that are no longer around that were around back then? I want to hear nostalgic names. Yo, Grin in the house. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, you already know I love Orkbit. 100%. Dude.
How?
Orkbit actually came back for anniversary. I think I saw him. So this is Dream Scythe, not Doomhowl. Yo, Kalina with the tier 1. Kalena. Thank you so much. You gifted a bunch of subs and you subscribed to tier 1. Thank you so much, Kalena. I appreciate that. This is no, we're on this is actually Night Slayer at the moment, Kalena. This is an anniversary realm. This is likely going to be like the benediction type of server for this is going to be the benediction server for TBC. Hold on, let me see what it says. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just call it here. We've made the 3-hour mark. I'm actually, if I go out tonight, I'm gonna stream it and get some bar POV, but we'll see. Arleus, oh yeah, dude, egregious. Arleus, Alex, Dodgy, Tips, Def Camp, Scarm, oh yeah, Milk Steak, lol, yes, dude, Pat, oh I love it, dude. Hog IRL stream, wolf named Stormrend, yeah, we were just talking about that. POV grandfather of hardcore wild buys you a White Claw. Tiny Violin, BPC. Alex Sensual, of course, man. The Dark Knight of Classic. Have a good night, bro. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. We streamed 3 hours. I think we're going to do an IRL stream in a little bit here. But thanks for hanging out. As we speak right now, 313 on Twitch, 155 on YouTube. We're almost at 500 viewers. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to stream my favorite game for people to tune in and watch. Thanks for all the support, guys. We'll see you real soon, okay? IRL stream real soon. We're gonna host someone. Let's see what we got. Payo, we got Bean, we got Fjordblade, No Hit Jerome. Let's host Solo self-found hardcore duo, Frontier 2. Let's host Bornless, man. He's actually doing like some speedrun practice. And he's going to be playing in Frontier 2 with me, man. He's a smaller streamer. It's always fun to host smaller streamers and stuff. So go make some noise over there for him. Say what's up to him for me. He's a nice guy. He's been around. He's been absolute OG, like all the private servers, everything. He's been there the whole time. He's literally been doing like Druid speedruns nonstop for like 10 years. That's how he's built. But we'll see you soon, guys. Peace out.